As a student athlete of the IHSA,
I pledge to respect my teammates. I pledge to respect my...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Midlothian, Illinois. It is Lucked Out, and I am Steve Aaron along with the Professor Nick Swink, and we've got more exciting crash-tested wrestling action for you tonight here. For those of you that weren't at Flatline, boy, did you miss an opportunity there. We had new tag team champions crowned, and I think you remember, Swink, that justice was in fact served.
Yes, Justice Jones making his debut in that tag team matchup, helping Money, Power, and Respect win the tag team titles. It's safe to say that he's the power in Money, Power, and Respect.
I think you can say that indeed, and he came in like a cyclone on fire, lit up this arena, and left with debris everywhere. There were bodies and damage everywhere. It was catastrophic, but the presence of Justice Jones is being felt here in CTW. Well, that brings us here to tonight. Lots of great action tonight, including the Lucked Out Rumble. Tell us a little bit about the Lucked Out Rumble, Swink.
Well, the Lucked Out Rumble, 30 men will compete over the top rope. They will come in at 60-second intervals, not 60 minutes. We'd be here all night. That would be
very long.
Yes, we'd be here all night. 60-second intervals. The winner gets that golden ticket, if you will.
A shot at the title at their choosing, so that is the richest prize in the game. Lots of other action here tonight. We have the beginning stages of the Women's Championship Tournament. You'll see Renee Van Peebles, the meanest woman on planet Earth, in action tonight there. Many other great matches, and we've got great times tonight here at Lucked Out. What a night. And Kenny Courageous will once again defend his crash-tested wrestling title once again against Chris Massenkai, and we all remember what happened last month. For those that weren't here, Swink, break down what happened last month between Massenkai and Courageous.
Well, Courageous came out...
No, there was nothing that happened last month because that was just the build-up to this
right.
one. I was testing you. You got to pay attention to this broadcast. But right now, I think we are getting pretty close. Are we pretty close to going to the ring, Miss Jamie Olsen? We did our lead-in. Now it's up to you. It's on you, my dear. Okay, so right now we are going to hand over the legwork to the Jamie Olsen ring announcer as she will bring in the kickoff match as we are about to get lucked out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your football.
I have no idea. It sounded like we were coming through the speakers.
And here they come. It is the Young Guns, and they are here to set forth Lucked Out, and this is our first match, the Young Guns, Nick Swink. You love the Young Guns. You're a big fan.
Yes, I'm a big fan of Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez, the Young Guns.
No, this is Young Guns, the tag team, not the film from 1990. You have got Jake Andrews, and you have got Elliot Paul. They are the Young Guns, and this would be their crash-tested wrestling debut. They are bringing it to Lucked Out tonight, and I hope their luck hasn't certainly run out. I'm going to say that 17 times tonight.
Well,
they are here to get the crowd hyped up, and this crowd is at a fever pitch. There they go. The Young Guns, up-and-coming young tag team here, and tag team wrestling and crash-tested wrestling is one of the benchmarks. Lots of great teams.
It is indeed. You got Smash and Flash, you got the Rage, you got the tag team champions, Money, Power, and Respect, and you got these newcomers in the Young Guns.
Wait a minute. Can I get a vanilla cone Swink? Somebody give me a dilly bar. There he is. It's Tyler Sunday.
The ice cream man is here.
Where's my dilly bar? He blew us off last time. He's blowing us off again.
I guess
Tyler Sunday giving out ice cream to everybody. This just puts everybody in a better mood.
Everybody loves ice cream. I guess we don't get ice cream. I guess we don't deserve ice cream.
I am petitioning the board of directors. We deserve ice cream at this table. Tyler Sunday had a big match at flatline, and he was victorious, and what a match it was as he came out and dazzled everybody, and then after the match was over, more Sundays.
Indeed, he made his debut last month, was victorious in that match as well. And here he is in this opening contest in this tag team match, taking on the Young Guns.
I'll tell you what, if you're going to be a popular character in any sport, if you come into your sport and you're giving away free ice cream, how can they be mad at you?
There you
I
go.
think even A-Rod in baseball would be happy if he gave free ice cream before the games. And wait, I think he's got a partner. I wonder who his partner is tonight. It's the good. Maybe his partner's the Good Humor Man.
Maybe.
Oh no, it can't be. It can't be him, can it? This place is about to explode. There he is. It's Dazzling Donnie Dynamite. He's got a kimono.
Oh my goodness.
Dear God. What can one say when you see Dazzling Donnie Dynamite? Other than, oh my God!
Well, he's certainly dazzling.
He's all Donnie, he's got a Japanese umbrella. It's like he's a fruity drink. I stole Jamie Osen's pen and she gave me a look of death. That was Fallout Ace Bradley worthy look right there. Dazzling Donnie Dynamite. Once the crowd figures out what he is, everybody really likes him, but it takes a minute.
This is an odd pairing indeed.
Is he wearing a fishnet top? What in God's name?
This is an odd pairing, to say the least.
That has to be breast cancer awareness. It can only be that.
You've got the ice cream man, and you've got, I don't know what to call him. And
you've got the ice cream man, and then you've got a bowl of sherbet.
There you go. Well, it looks like they're color-coded, though.
And the pre-show match is about to get set. You've never seen a more unusual pairing than the Ice Cream Man and Dazzling Donnie Dynamite. Tyler Sunday, and they dressed to match.
They did. The mark of a true tag team.
I feel like I need black lights. Everybody in attendance loves the Dazzling Sundays. That's what we're going to call them.
There you go, Dazzling
Sundays. It's the Dazzling Sundays versus the Young Guns.
And
the referee took a swift tap to the rear end.
It looks like Donnie was checking the referee for weapons.
I think he found a weapon. I can't say any more, though.
Well,
in the meantime, we are ready for action as Lucked Out is now underway. We are just waiting for a bell. Or did we get a bell? Did I miss it?
We missed the
There's
bell.
A bell, and we're going on. Here we go.
Side headlock applied.
The Young Guns trying to make a name in this crash-tested wrestling industry, and Dazzling Donnie and Tyler Sunday are trying to make a float.
I have a feeling we're going to hear a lot of ice cream jokes in this match.
Can you feel it?
Yes.
My God, it's like 31 flavors all at once. There's another one. That's 2.
There you go.
Meanwhile, back to the ring.
Yes. Both men fighting for control here in the early going of this match.
They grapple, and that's a good way to start a match. You're feeling out your opponent. Donnie is feeling him out in very unusual ways. There's a reversal right there.
Switch. Oh, and
that is hard to watch. I can't unsee that. I can't. I've seen that at Durbin's, but I can't. Shouldn't see it here. By the way, come with us to Durbin's at the end of the show.
He's twerking.
And
now he's pinching his nipples.
Oh my good God!
And then he chopped him.
There was a chop and some nipple twisting, and that's a mess, a hot mess in the ring right now.
Some people call that the purple nurple.
Purple nurple indeed. Is that a new flavor? And the fans want Tyler Sunday to take his first action in this match. And Dazzling Dynamite will oblige.
Tyler Sunday in the ring now.
I believe I just saw Sister Olsen. She is in the house. And the world was right.
Which member of the Young Guns is this now? Is this Elliot Paul or Jake Andrews?
We're going to find out as Tyler Sunday is amping up everybody. The Young Guns, I think they were pretty pumped before this match started. And I don't think they were expecting this tandem.
No, I think Donnie Dynamite threw them off of their game a little bit. And
Donnie Dynamite throws everybody off their game.
I was going to say, I think everybody is thrown off their game a little bit.
He Miley Cyrus twerked in that ring.
Except I think he actually did it better than Miley Cyrus.
He came in like a wrecking ball, so that some might say.
Oh, boy.
But I digress. Meanwhile, back to the ring.
And going to work on the arm now is the member of the Young Guns here. Let's call him Emilio.
You got to get easy now. No more 90s movie references, or I'm going to start singing Blaze of Glory.
We don't want that.
You got to give them credit. The Young Guns are very technically proficient in their attempts to dismantle this unusual and unorthodox tag team.
Unusual, unorthodox.
Big shoulder block by
Those
Tyler
are a couple
Sunday.
words to describe this team.
What the heck is that?
I have no idea.
I'm hearing voices.
That's not a good sign.
There's a strange wind in the ring right now.
There is indeed.
And he is starting the ice cream chant in this arena. Welcome to the Don Preston Rec Center in Midlothian, Illinois. Crash Tested Wrestling's Lucked Out, and we are underway. The Young Guns with the advantage right now, but Tyler Sunday is trying to turn the tables.
Reversal into the side headlock once more. Tyler Sunday trying to fight his way out of this. And he does. Applies a side headlock of his own. Irish whip off the ropes.
These teams are very well matched. Shoulder block by Tyler Sunday, and down goes the Young Gun.
Sunday off the ropes, drop down. Clothesline ducked. Hip toss by Sunday. And he's got him up. And powers him down.
Powers him down indeed. Dropped him like a peanut buster parfait.
Went for another slam. There's a reversal. Kick to the gut. Arm breaker. Shades of Alberto Del Rio with that move.
That was impressive. The Young Guns are acquitting themselves well here at Lucked Out. And perhaps the luck has run out for Tyler Sunday and Dazzling
Arm
Donnie.
ringer, and he goes to work now on that arm. They have focused on a body part, and they are going to work now. Tag made.
And once again, they've cut off the ring.
Hammerlock, and then a kick right to that injured arm of Tyler Sunday.
The Young Guns working well as a team together, keeping the ring in half, keeping Tyler Sunday on the business side of things, that's for sure.
Indeed, shades of the Andersons and cutting the ring off and working on a body part.
And that's what you got to do. To be a successful tag team, you have to use every advantage possible, short of breaking the rules, and sometimes they don't even do that, Caribbean Cartel. Double leg drop, and that is going to hurt your arms.
Double leg drop after the double arm drag. And you can see their focus is definitely on that arm.
And he is going to have a hard time curling his cones tonight.
Again, drops down on that arm once, twice. Are we going to see it thrice? We will.
Thrice. Very nicely done.
Thank you.
Those broadcast glasses, I tell you.
Yes.
Very nicely done.
There was a cover there, only a 2 count. And again goes to work on the arm with that arm ringer.
You got to give credit to the Young Guns. They are absolutely methodical in their dismemberment.
Flying forearm.
Tyler Sunday trying to bring his team back. He needs a tag in the worst possible way.
That may be the move. That may be the opening that he needed. He's got to make the tag, and he does.
Dazzling Donnie back in at a big
Huge
clothesline. And another one.
Big back elbow.
Donnie going to work.
Another back elbow.
There are Young Guns everywhere.
They're all over the ring. Loads him up. STO.
That might be the end of it.
1, 2, and...
Nope. I don't think he got the 3 count quite. Just broken up in the nick of time. Now all 4 combatants in the ring. It has turned into a Donnybrook.
Here we go.
Still calling for ice cream.
Bionic elbow.
Big kick.
I believe he calls that the brain freeze.
That was a vanilla cone of a DDT. And out of the ring he goes. Big miss.
Sidewalk slam.
And Sunday caught him and slammed him, and this could be it. Dazzling Donnie Dynamite going up top.
I guess we could call that the Sunday slam, if you will.
The Dazzling Sunday's in control. Donnie Dynamite high above with the elbow right to the chest, the dagger.
That's got to be it. 1, 2, and 3.
And Dazzling Donnie Dynamite and Tyler Sunday
The team of Dazzling
with a cherry on top get the victory.
Indeed. What do you call them? The Dazzling Sundays?
The Dazzling Sundays beat the Young Guns. This could be the start of a beautiful tag team. Do we really need another superstar tag team in this crash-tested wrestling? Look out, Money, Power, and Respect. I'd like to see him do the Miley Cyrus twerk against Aaron Xavier.
I don't think Aaron Xavier would like that.
And what are they doing? It's like a square dancing. It's a do-si-do. I feel like I'm at a Demi Lovato show, and not in the right way. Valiant effort by the Young Guns in their debut. Came up a little short, however, and the Dazzling Sundays, the fans are enjoying it. They want more ice cream. Quite frankly, they want some more ice cream.
Well, yeah, like you said, Steve, good showing by the Young Guns. They had a great strategy going to work on that arm, but in the end, it was not enough as Dazzling Donnie and Tyler Sunday, they're your winners.
You might say the Young Guns were a tad lactose intolerant.
That's one way to put it.
And with Tyler Sunday and like I said, we don't need another good tag team, but I guess you can never have enough, truly. You can never truly have enough good quality tag teams.
No, you cannot, Steve.
They are fan favorites truly here. Well, you know what? That's the pre-show match. Nick Swink, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Is your luck feeling, are you feeling lucky tonight?
I'm feeling lucky.
Don't tell the wife. All right, we're going to get ready now. Lucked Out is going to start any minute now. We're going to go right into the first match. We appreciate you joining the free show. Don't forget, after the show is over, Durbin's is the place where the after show will happen, and you'll get to see all of the crash-tested superstars at Durbin. So come and join us in Tinley Park. $20, you get beer, you get pizza, you get pop. It's an amazing value. Hang and rub elbows with all of the crash-tested superstars. So what a value you get for your dollar, and an enjoyable way to spend a Saturday night, thanks to the folks at Crash Test Wrestling and Durbin's. So Swink, I think we're ready to get lucked out, aren't you?
I'm ready.
Jamie Olsen, are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
We're always ready, and we're gonna send it back to the fellas. Into the ring goes the lovely Jamie Olsen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that we are live on the LRP network, so I want to hear you guys make some noise all night, all right?
And the crowd is ready to go.
I think we can do better than that. Come on, guys, I want to hear you yell!
Midlothian, Illinois, make some noise.
Make some room for me,
Uh-oh.
because the fact is I found a way
Wait a minute.
to get to this commentary.
Nick Swink, look who's here.
Anyway,
Steve Ketton.
What the hell are you doing here?
what am I doing here? I'm going to explain to both
Steve
of you
Kenton, why are you here?
in just a minute. You let me explain the whole entire situation.
Well, you can't talk without headphones, Steve Kenton.
Give me about 30 seconds.
My God, what the hell is happening here?
I have no idea. I don't know what he's doing here.
When did we lose control of this?
I have no idea.
So I can explain myself. Apparently,
Wait a minute.
people don't understand.
Is that Joe Heisman? Joe Heisman is in Crash Tested It's Joe freaking Heisman. He's in Crash Tested Wrestling.
The former
Look,
PCW
it's the
champion.
legend. The legend is in Crazy Midlothian. What the hell is going on here?
You know, I was backstage earlier, Steve. Arendt, is that your name?
That is my name.
You know, you don't understand anything about professional wrestling.
That might
And you
be
know
true.
what? The reason why you're sitting here is because of Windy City AC. And that's a guy that I never exactly saw eye to eye with. And he's got me on probation. So I'm going to be on lock and key when I come to saying certain things. But when it comes to hip tosses and arm drags, you haven't got a clue what the difference is between the two. You, Nick, Swinky, Twinkie, whatever your name is. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you don't bring any energy to this. If you don't have the energy, if you don't have the excitement level, you got to stay out of this as much as possible. Look, I know you know some moves. I think that's wonderful. And I know you had some amateur credential. You were involved in a wrestling match sometime when you were a kid. Great, good for you. But we all got to work together on this because I got to support my 12 kids. I got to feed my 12 kids. Do you know what it's like to have a miserable life where you got to feed 12 kids?
Not that I don't enjoy hearing from you, but entering the ring right now is Christopher St. Michael, formerly a member of the Plague, formerly a member of Team Windy City AC, that basically ripped you from the fabric of being relevant in the industry that is wrestling.
This is the original mastermind of the Plague, whether you know it or not. Because when this company started, Christopher St. Michael, just 1 or 2 shows in, proved exactly what he's about. He's about bullying people. He's about trying to flip the locker room upside down. He wants to change the complexion of everything overnight. And this is a guy that can change momentums in an instant. And this match, if I understand correctly, is a tri-state qualifier. And we've already had 3 individuals qualify.
Yes, and this should be a very interesting match. Joe Heisman making his crash-tested debut against Christopher St. Michael, one of the top stars here in this league, and I am interested to see how this is going to go.
Joe Heisman, he's a gridiron grappler, right?
He's
vicious. He's got a mean streak of his own.
I've
seen it before.
I have never seen a human being take more punishment than Joe Heisman over the years.
He loves a good fight.
And
he loves a good fight, Aaron. And you know, he's got that aggressive drive. He picks a body part and he breaks it down little by little. And if Christopher St. Michael isn't aware of his surroundings, he's going to get tied up in a pretzel and he's not going to have anywhere to go. Oh, really? You're going to try to fight him from your knees? That's not a smart move. St. Michael's going to make you pay.
Joe Heisman is an intellectual genius in that ring, and he will use everything at his advantage. Christopher St. Michael, however, is the crowd favorite, and he stabbed the heart of Steve Kenton's team.
Well, I have a problem with Christopher St. Michael. There is absolutely no reason why he should be in crash-tested wrestling right now. The only reason why he's back here is because of Windy City AC. He bullied his way into this scene, and now, because of Jared Priest, he brought him back into the fold, and history has been dating back between these two in the past, and I can imagine that Christopher St. Michael wants to get the better end of this situation here tonight.
Speaking of better ends, 2 extremely high missile drop kicks followed by a high knee, and Christopher St. Michael has Joe Heisman reeling. Swink, did you see how the elevation was on that?
What elevation on that drop kick by Christopher St. Michael, one of the best drop kicks in wrestling. High knee right in the corner.
Are you a puppet? Do you have some sort of hand coming upside of your behind that's telling you what to say and when to say it or something? I don't understand what the point is, Nick. Now, see, that is what you call a smart tactic by a smart man. He dragged him into the corner by his tights and pulled him in, and he went headfirst into that middle turnbuckle pad, and now Christopher St. Michael's going to pay. He's
right
to
to
pay
the
dearly.
eyes by Heisman.
As much as I hate agreeing with Steve Kenton, he was actually pretty accurate in that description. Heisman baited him, waited, set St. Michael up, and he got the result. And now Joe Heisman has the upper hand, and you don't want to get on the bad side of a Joe Heisman because he is an opportunist, he is a pro, and he has got the intelligence of this business on his side. He's been in it for a long time.
You know, evil has a place in professional wrestling, Steve Arrington.
I'm sitting right next to it.
Yeah, you think that I'm evil. I'm not even
flat out know you're evil.
No, I've made a couple of small, minute mistakes when I was general manager of this company, and my control was stolen out from under my grasp. You have no idea what that was like. You have absolutely no clue. When you put your heart and dedication into something and it doesn't pan out in your favor, you're going to have a lot of resentment. You're going to have a lot of anger and frustration, and you're going to want to talk about it.
By Heisman.
I appreciate your wanting to be on Dr. Phil tonight there, Steve, but we got a match in the ring.
Do you people have any idea what this is about?
Only a 2 count. Joe Heisman with the upper hand right now on Christopher St. Michael.
Cover again. 2 only.
The women and men that step inside of this professional wrestling ring, they give up so much to have the opportunity to perform in front of these fans. They take time away from their weekends to spend time from their family and friends to be in this ring, to physically put their bodies on the line for the most competitive sport and arguably the most entertaining form of art that exists in all of theater and all of professional sports, okay? Now, professional wrestling has its place, and Joe Heisman is an example of an athlete, a multi-sport athlete. This guy can dominate on the football field, okay? Who else can do that? Dominate in football and pro wrestling. There aren't too many people.
And I don't think Christopher St. Michael is too impressed because he turns him over for the quick pin count and only gets 2.
Well, Heisman's got to continue to be aggressive because he had the upper hand earlier, and he can't let up on Christopher St. Michael because he's a spark plug in the ring. He does things on his own accord, and when he uses all of that energy in all those spurts at one time, he's going to exhaust himself. And I think Heisman's got him exactly where he wants him in this match and in the entire tri-state qualifying tournament. He's going to have a championship any second now. I just have that feeling.
Well, I can't argue with that because Joe Heisman has been down the block 6 and 7 times over. He knows what to expect, and he knows what it takes. And to take it back to your little soliloquy, Steve Ketton, I agree with everything you said, but everybody knows that you're a liar and your sincerity is a question mark. So as much as I agreed with it,
I'm a liar.
I wonder why you say what you say.
You don't even know what you're talking about. Have you ever heard of the media on the news, the social media? Flying attack, Christopher St. Michael managed to have a grazing blow that has taken Heisman off of his feet. He couldn't hold him down, but maybe he can take him and put him into submission right here.
Christopher St. Michael, a high flyer indeed, will put you, if you give him the opportunity, he is going to throw everything at you except the kitchen sink, and then he'll go get the kitchen sink and throw that too.
It's an unpredictable event as Christopher St. Michael has climbed all the way to the top rope. I hope he misses. Oh, no.
Square right across
Come on,
the
Heisman,
chest.
get out of that ring. Just get to the ropes. Do what you got to do and avoid St. Michael. He probably broke every bone in his body trying to fly off those ropes at 10, 12 feet in the air. See, that's the mistake that these individuals make. You know, you have a man Christopher St. Michael's size, and he has to use all of the momentum off of the ropes with his body in order to get any sort of advantage. And it looks like to me like they're going toe-to-toe, and I think Heisman's got the advantage. His strikes are much more vicious than Christopher St. Michael.
After chop in that ring, it is a chop fest.
He held in there until that cheap kick right there to the
Serving
midsection.
up chops in Midlothian tonight.
Wait a minute, get out of this, Heisman, come on. No, come on, you're right by the
Minutes.
ropes.
We got to count
Suplex.
1,
Get
and
your leg on the
2,
ropes.
and a 3. He got him.
Oh.
Christopher St.
No.
Michael's pinched Joe Heisman.
No, anybody but him. Anybody but him.
The man who struck a devastating blow to Team Kenton has now beaten Joe Heisman, and he will continue on in the Tri-State qualifier.
His shoulder was up. This referee doesn't know what he's talking about. I saw Heisman's shoulder up from here. It was clear from a mile away. There's no reason why that referee should have even counted a 1 that entire time.
What a great match to start out Lucked Out here in Midlothian, crash-tested wrestling.
No, this is the most unpredictable event of the entire year. We're going to have 30 individuals later on tonight fighting, scratching, crawling for an opportunity at a championship shot down the road. And maybe one of these two men will be part of that
Joe
later
Heisman,
tonight.
an incredible debut at crash-tested wrestling. St. Michael with a great victory. That is going to set him forward. And once again, the momentum builds for Christopher St. Michael as he increases his legend. And who knows what's going to happen next. He could get a legitimate shot at the title.
No, he was plain lucky. He's not going to get anywhere in this tournament. And I don't think that he's going to advance anywhere further than where he started at the very beginning.
Nobody can believe what you say because you're biased, because Christopher St. Michael was one of the people that had a hand in destroying you.
Okay, let me tell you something about Christopher St. Michael. He, Jared Priest, they all belong into that same category of Windy City AC supporters. Okay, they're a conglomerate that has been mismanaged. They have been misdealt with. They do not know what they're doing, and I see an implosion taking place.
We're going to go back to Jamie Olson because we know what we're doing.
Your next match is sponsored by attorney Robert Lewis and Associates and is scheduled for one fall.
You want to see a heavyweight collision, Aaron?
I do.
Yes. Nick, I'm sure that your entire body was vibrating at the impact that this man gave
Oh my
last
God,
time
it's Justice
that
Jones!
he was in
It's
a crash-tested
Justice
wrestling
Jones!
ring.
Money, power, and respect in the house.
And it's not a secret anymore, Aaron. Justice Jones is part of the MPR. He is Money, Power, Respect. He helped Aaron Xavier. He helped Duran Banks win those CTW United States Tag Team Championships. And as far as I'm concerned, he is the one most dominant force in crash-tested wrestling right here, right now, to enter this ring as of late and maybe as of this moment. And he will be tested tonight, because there's another individual who wants to make his first match and his first impression in this ring equally as impressive. And Justice Jones is here, and he's ready to go, and he looks as big or bigger than he did 1 month ago at Flatline.
He is definitely larger than life, and when he came out and hit the ring at Flatline, the entire stadium flatlined, it would seem. And you're right, he is the power and Money, Power, and Respect. To hear it once, you've heard it 100 times, the champs are here.
Yeah,
and God knows what can happen with those guys in his corner.
Right, the one thing Teddy Long did actually right was making that triple threat match for the tag team titles. And now the champion, Aaron Xavier, come out, has something to say. Yeah, show some respect, Aaron.
Money, power, and respect, you got to give it up. If you listen to the crash-tested universe, they have something to say about it.
Yeah, Twinkie, wake up. Aaron Xavier's talking.
And they're giving Justice. Uh-oh.
I suck.
Oh.
I suck. What are you saying, loser?
Justice Jones scaring the microphone. Even when he has.
These fans, when I was here last month, intentionally dropped their sodas. They dropped their debris. They left candy all over the floor. They did this on purpose, and what they did, is my opinion, was downright criminal, and people like that need to be tossed out of this building, first and foremost, by the bottom of the seat of their own pants. Maybe even from their drawers.
Whoever comes out of the back should have their head examined going into the belly of that beast. Swink, I wouldn't go out there, would you?
I wouldn't go out there. I wouldn't be caught dead in that ring.
Yeah, there was a time in history when you had a Mike Tyson of the world and people would not get into a ring with Mike Tyson for $1 million. And I don't think there's anyone on this roster that wants to be in the same ring as Justice Jones right now.
I don't think there's anyone in Midlothian that wants to get in that ring with this guy.
Wait a minute. That cannot be right. That's not right. That can't be. That's Hardcore Craig's music.
Hardcore Craig? What is he doing here?
That can't be hard. It's Hardcore Craig. Hardcore Craig is in Midlothian.
Okay, now business is going to pick up. Now Hardcore Craig wants to debut in Crash Tested Wrestling. I've been trying to get this guy on our side for the longest time, and now he chooses this moment. You know, Windy City AC's giving us a lot of surprises tonight. Here's another one. All right, let's see how you, Hardcore Craig, handle this.
I didn't think
too little, too late.
I didn't think there was anybody that could get in the ring with these guys. I was dead wrong. It's Hardcore Craig.
Yeah, there's a suplex master in the ring, but do you know who's in front of us right now? There's Justice Jones.
I don't think Justice Jones wants any part of it. I don't think Justice Jones wants any part of it.
For one reason or another, time and time again, Windy City AC prevents people from doing their jobs.
Justice Jones is in pain.
How can the bell sound if we don't have the two combatants in the ring?
Did he just say he's bothered by the blinking lights? Wait a minute!
Is he backing out of this fight?
Wait a minute!
Hey, you're tough enough, man. Get in that ring and do what you do best. Beat somebody up.
I think Justice Jones can see.
No!
You're going to turn up that aggressiveness eventually, Justice Jones. Don't be intimidated by that, man. Get in the ring and step up to the plate.
And Money, Power,
There's
Respect
three
is
of you,
leaving.
for goodness sakes.
Money,
Why are you
Power,
backing
Respect
down
is
from
leaving.
this? Why are you backing down? There's no sense in that.
What in the HE double hockey sticks is going on here? No problem.
Look, you want an open contract against anybody you want? Show us what you can do against the Hardcore Craig. I'm interested in this match. My eyes have opened up twice as large as they were moments ago. This should be interesting.
And
Come
Justice
on,
Jones once again is leaving the.
Show your toughness.
And that
show
might
your
be it.
intimidation.
And here comes Hardcore Craig.
Hold
and
on,
we
we've
have
got
a Donnybrook out on the ring apron.
Quit shouting, Errant.
Hardcore
Let the
Craig
fan-
living up to his name.
Justice Jones has no choice right now, and it is on.
Yeah, beg and plead for forgiveness, Jones.
Very little money, power, and respect can do.
Yeah, what a great guy Hardcore Craig is, trying to sneak attack the dude even before he can even get into the ring.
How do you call that a sneak attack? The man was leaving the facility.
Yeah, well,
Jeez Louise!
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Look, there's a lot of things that are in the air.
Even
like
when you're
dust
smart,
and
you're
pollen.
stupid.
Do you know it's spring around here? It's in Midlothian. Have you ever been in this building before?
Yes.
There's like asbestos all over this place. Something got into the guy's eye, and he probably can't see straight.
Now look, fool. This is a
I'm
house.
a fool.
This is a house
what
of
you
legends.
think you are?
This is a house of legends. Ring of Honor's been here. Crash Tested Wrestling's been here. Many.
Yeah, IWA Mid-South. You ever hear of those letters before?
I'll tell you what, there have been a lot of founding fathers in this industry in this building, so you can take your asbestos and you can go find some more fans.
Oh, you know what?
Meanwhile, back in the ring where the action is.
It is a state law that you need to update the facilities and make
It
sure.
is a state law to shower once in a while. You were in garbage last month. You still smell like raw teriyaki.
Deal with it, man. I have never been humiliated
It's
so
a sneak
much
attack.
in my
He was right
entire
here.
life. And you're going to make fun of me because I smell like garbage.
Aaron Xavier got in the face of
Let's
the announce table. Next week, we've lost it.
Yeah, Hardcore Craig's going to try to slam and outpower this bigger man. He's going
Meanwhile,
to show his multiple gears, apparently. And there's another cheap shot for no apparent reason.
Hardcore Craig has had enough.
Why would you beat a man while he's trying to scream for mercy? That's
so
not
he
even
doesn't
right.
exit the facility again would be my thought.
You know what? There's strength in numbers, okay? There's strength in numbers, and MPR have 3 individuals up against the one that is Hardcore Craig in that ring. And maybe he's ready for the hardcore elements. Maybe he's ready for a good fight. But he's not as powerful as Justice Jones. He doesn't have the aggressiveness as Justice Jones. He's not intimidating. He's not as durable.
Not intimidating. Hardcore Craig has wrestled Sabu and Abyss and survived.
Yeah, Abyss, a guy that had to take off his clothes and pretend that he was me just so that he would get people to tune in on Pop TV. And then you got the other dude, Sabu. He's on his last legs.
I'm afraid you're missing a great
and he's
match
working the
in
show
ring.
down the block, and we're not going to mention that. Okay? I'm not impressed. Okay, if Hardcore Craig beats Justice Jones, I'll be impressed. But until then, he's got something to prove to me, and he's got something to prove to all these fans.
Meanwhile,
Windy City AC has made a lot of bad judgments, okay? He's spending money like water. He's got people running in and out of this company like mad. James Storm, CTW heavyweight champion, did he last? No. No, he didn't last. Mr. Anderson? No, he couldn't stay either. You're talking about Billy Gunn. You're talking about Diamond Dallas Page. You remember what happened to me at Destiny? I lost control of this company all because of one reason and one reason only. And you know what that was? Because DDP decided to let the grass grow until he got into the ring and hit the diamond cutter on Ace Bradley to wipe him out from the entire formula. That's wrong.
Meanwhile, you're missing a great match in the ring.
I'm not missing anything.
As
Hardcore Craig is taking cheap shots in order to score an advantage. That's what I've been noticing.
Once again, Justice Jones is fleeing for his life.
Yeah, Mike Brennan, who didn't make the right decision when I had him under my tutelage, is
and there he goes into the crowd.
Really? You want to try to show him what the concession machine looks like?
In the back of the arena, these two guys are grappling.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Justice Jones,
this shouldn't be allowed.
Justice Jones, and there's a garbage can, and I hit the garbage can. You should be familiar with that.
Yeah, I know what a garbage can looks like, Aaron. Knock it off. That's not funny.
And funny, he doesn't stink like you do.
Oh, really?
And there's more garbage can. There's more plunder in the arena.
That garbage can weighs at least 100 pounds. There's no reason why he should be pressing such a huge object above.
And down it goes across, and Justice Jones is in a bad way.
This is dumbfounded ridiculousness. I can't stand watching any of this anymore.
Meanwhile,
Hardcore Craig taking out the garbage here tonight, showing why
Go out
he
there,
is
Jamie
called
Olsen, and fix this issue right now. This isn't right.
Maybe Hardcore Craig can come over here
Talk
and
some
take out
sense
our
into
garbage.
these people.
Yes, please.
Where are they going now? Do you realize we're trying to sell those DVDs for $10 each? Whose mannequin head is that?
Mannequin head.
He's not here tonight.
Oh, my God.
Justice Jones just got head.
He got head-butted by a mannequin head.
Twinkie pie. Yeah, he came up with a good one. Yeah, go get yourself
Meanwhile,
a styrofoam
Hardcore
head.
Craig is standing he's a man of the people.
But the fans are all confused what show they're watching. They think they turned the channel, and all of a sudden they've got styrofoam all over
Did
their...
you see how high that foam head exploded?
You like to dance with mannequins, don't you?
It almost went higher than the light truss.
Yeah, really.
And meanwhile, Hardcore Craig is making a victim of Justice Jones.
He is giving Justice Jones a tour of Midlothian, and now they are finally making their way back into the ring.
Hardcore Craig is just worried about the NPR affiliation, okay? He's just trying to do anything that he can to get a cheap shot, to get an upper hand, and Justice Jones did the right thing. He was the first one in the ring, and he's the first one to strike, and now Hardcore Craig's gonna learn a lesson. And I'm gonna love it when I just rub it all over your faces when Justice Jones pulls this off tonight. Look at the look on Banks' face.
And there they
Just
are
pounding
again.
his head again.
The opportunists.
No, it's not about opportunists. He deserved this. He deserved every single thing that he has coming to him
Just
right
like
here.
you deserve a bar of soap.
You know what? I took a shower. Unlike you, you're the one that stinks of mildew and stinks of sewage, just like these people in Midlothian. Okay.
And there's
Another
that.
cheap shot from Aaron Xavier.
Meanwhile, it's a 3-on-1 match.
I didn't know this was a handicap match.
Hardcore Craig has got
Well,
the
the only
odds
one that's
against
going to be
him.
handicapped when this night is over with is the two of you, because you guys can't even walk straight with the two left feet that you guys walk around with. I've seen you guys. You guys have no athletic talent, no skill whatsoever. If I asked you to take a free throw, you would miss and get an air ball. This is not March Madness. This is not St. Patrick's Day. This is Lucked Out. This is crash-tested wrestling. You're looking at the future right here. There's nobody better than Justice Jones. And look at the backup he's got. He's got money. He's got power. He's got everything behind him that he needs to be a success story.
In that sea of crap that just came out of your mouth, there was a little truth.
You're the one that's exhibiting potty language right now.
This might be the future of CTW wrestling. Justice Jones has taken the upper hand, albeit by questionable means. He's got a decided advantage right now over Hardcore
Just because I'm a little critical of what is going on around here, I can't put in my 2 cents. Isn't this the United States of America? Isn't this a place where you can go ahead and you can voice your opinions?
Ooh, a head right to the bottom of the chin. And that affected Hardcore Craig in a big way.
Yeah, have you ever had a head that hard smash up against your chin?
No, I have not.
Yeah, it's like running yourself into a wall full of cinder blocks, and you're going to crumble, and you might pass out, and you might even have different bones shatter in your spine as a result of taking an impact like that.
Well, that's fun.
You talk about hardcore impact, that's what this man, Hardcore Craig, is going to suffer from right here, right now, as Justice Jones about ready to leap in the air. Watch this super heavyweight take flight. It's going to be a picture of beauty. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see this. What are you waiting for?
Oh, my God.
No water in the pool.
Justice Jones, I think, just took a boom somewhere that he shouldn't have, and now he's all twisted up in knots. I don't know why he waited 6 months to do that.
Clothesline by Hardcore Craig.
No, you don't know how to do this.
Another clothesline.
2 clotheslines. There's the back elbow, and Hardcore Craig's going to try to take advantage, but he doesn't stand a chance. It's just temporary. Oh, sit down slam. Come on, Craig.
This might be it. We got a cover and a 1, and a 2, and a kick out.
Yeah, Brennan, my referee, is finally doing the right thing. He's temporarily blinded by the dust and the mildew and the saliva and the flying debris of all these disgusting fans that haven't properly bathed and sanitized themselves in the past 6 months.
I don't know.
Jones, turn around. Turn around. There's a man standing behind you, and he wants to suplex you on your face.
This could be it.
No! Get out of this!
This could be all she wrote.
There you go. Grab his leg.
Grab
his leg. Don't let him drop you wherever you want.
Xavier grabbing a hold of the leg of Hardcore Craig.
Xavier is just making sure that he cleaned his foot.
The master
He had something stuck on his foot. I think it was a tarantula from outside.
Coming up, and down he goes. Justice Jones with a choke slam. Justice has been served, and he's going way up high.
Justice is about to be served,
if
gentlemen.
He hits this
it's about ready to take place.
If he hits this maneuver, it's over.
Here it is.
We saw this last month.
It's over. The frog splash. And there goes your hardcore elements to waste.
And there's the bell.
Yes. Justice Jones and the NPR have won for the first time tonight.
Justice Jones, you know what? You can't argue with the fact that that man possesses all the raw talent to be the champion in this league. That frog splash, that amount of man coming off the top rope and executing that maneuver, Very impressive.
There you go. There you go, Aaron. There you go. I knew you had it in you, buddy. Yeah, because Windy City AC's doing wheeling and dealing, buying off people to try to step in the way of Justice Jones, and it didn't work again. A bunch of wasted money. You're talking about the James Storms and the DDPs and the Mr. Andersons. And then what did he do tonight? He's got headbangers all over the place. He's got Scotty Tuati. He's got worms crawling out from under the floor. I can't imagine. That's the mistake you're staring at in that ring. Right there, get in that ring. Hardcore Craig.
You know what?
What a shame.
Hardcore Craig is a legend, and he just went 3-on-1 against the tag team champions and Justice Jones.
Well, if he did, his DDP yoga stretches, maybe he'd have better luck the next time. It's all possible.
Hardcore Craig.
Of course it is.
Executed himself very well tonight.
What's she doing here?
And joining us at the broadcast table right now is the lovely and talented Angel. And she was victimized by the brutalness of the meanest queen on the planet, Renee Von Peebles, last month. And she is joining us here for the beginning of the Women's Tournament Championship Tournament. And Angel, is Angel live?
Yes.
There she is.
Yes.
Angel, how are you feeling after you were destroyed last month?
I can answer that question for her. She's
Shut
hurt.
up, Kenton.
She's in pain.
Shut up, Kenton.
Okay, speak for yourself. How do you feel? How do you feel after people sandwich your leg inside of a chair?
Oh, don't worry. It's given me a whole new focus.
Oh,
I've
well,
had 3 weeks of the most
turn your
intense.
focus away from me and focus on what could potentially be one of your future opponents down the road.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not looking to gift towards the mouth, but don't worry. She's going to get what she deserves.
She being who?
Renee Van Peebles.
Oh,
Believe me.
What about Lilith Ray? You don't see any threat in her?
I have Barbie dolls bigger than her.
Barbie dolls, huh?
Oh, and I
You're
have.
going to regret that statement because approaching the ring right now
Oh my
is
God,
the
Kenton.
dominant female.
Kenton, shut up. Nobody wants to hear you talk. Steve, I will talk to you.
Finally, a voice of reason. Angel,
On the contrary, our ratings have never been better. We've got over 100.
Okay, where's AC at? Where's
He
AC?
gave me this position.
And I'm gonna complain about it.
And there she is. There they are, two of the evilest women that you will ever meet. Don't meet them in a dark alley, that's for damn sure. Renee Van Peebles, Lilith Ray of the Dominion, and they are about as bad as they come. And joining us, like I said before the Mouth of the South happened.
No, don't insult Jimmy Hart like that.
You're right about that. Finally, a voice of reason in the darkness, it is Angel. And Angel, we're glad you're with us here at ringside. We're also glad that it looks like you're getting around a little bit better after that vicious attack she gave you.
Yeah, it's easy to be standing in that ring right now when you cheap shot somebody. Very easy.
The Queen of Mean and her hench associate in the ring right now.
What's stopping you, Angel? Just get in there. You want her so bad. You had your chances at Destiny and
Renee Van
Flatline.
Oh, it's very easy when it's a 4-on-1. It's very simple. But let's see how well she stands on her own 2 feet tonight.
4? Where are the 4?
Renee Van Peebles.
Those 2 little cronies and then the rat.
Yeah, that would be the Dominion, and they have done bad things in this league.
This is the natural talent, Cameron Starr.
All right, Cameron Starr.
Cameron Starr better be on guard tonight because this, of course, like the last match, is a 2-on-1 match.
Is this another one of Windy City AC's newest acquisitions?
She's actually a very great talent.
Oh, you're friends with her?
I put her in a ring with you, and I'd love to see what she'd do to you.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
And here comes Cameron Starr.
She's got stars all over her. Have you counted how many stars she's wearing today?
All I know is she has Renee Von Peebles in her crosshairs.
I've never seen so many stars in my life.
Bigger star than you.
A bigger star than me. My star shines brighter than anything else around here, including these flashing lights.
Steve Kenton, I don't think you realize that if Angel wanted to, she could step over here and put you out of your misery for good, but she's a lady and she's injured right now.
Well,
So
I'm
you
not
might
a lady,
want-
and I'm not going to act all dignified and distinguished, okay? I've got issues.
And there we go. That's
Go.
the
Yeah.
sisterhood right there.
Yeah, the sisterhood. We should make new tag teams, as we call this match, the sisterhood.
You know what? I don't know what decade you're living in right now, but
Hey, I got
women-
12 kids to feed. I can say what I got to say because Windy City AC has allowed me this opportunity.
Wow,
I had
I'm
to go
going to
backstage.
bite my tongue on that comment I want to
find that
make.
impossible. Like I was saying, women's wrestling in
let's talk about
2016 is where it's at right now. This is one of the most exciting divisions that's out there.
Right, you got a submission artist in Cameron Starr. I'll give her due. I've seen this young lady wrestle before. I know what she's capable of. She can take a leg, she can hurt a back, she can isolate a body part, she can pick people apart piece by piece, and Peebles is prepared for anything. Anything. I think she's prepared for Cameron Starr, and I think you're going to see some surprises here from Peebles that she's never pulled off before.
What, wrestling by herself? Yeah, I'll be amazed by that.
Oh, okay.
I'd be amazed.
We'll see what happens.
I'd be amazed she got rid of her little rat next to her.
Let's look at the CTW Women's Championship Tournament for a moment, okay? This is the opening round, first match, and Angel, you're in an opening round match too. Maybe you would like to elaborate on who your opponent is coming up next month, April 23rd, for Crash Tested Wrestling's Aftermath.
New to the wrestling circuit, never heard of her. Gonna respect her until I see her in a ring.
That's called class. I know you don't understand what that means.
Yeah, I've been to classes before. That's why I have a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and I've got 12 kids to feed, okay?
Obviously that master's ain't coming into effect.
I can't wrap my head around it. And speaking of wrap, there's the roll-up. And one and it's almost a 2 count there.
I'm a dignified man with religious beliefs.
Backslide, cover 1, and only a 1 count.
Come on, Peebles, get up. You can't allow this woman to try to trap you like
Roll
this.
through into the cover.
I think she's got sticky fingers. Ref, check her hands. Check her hands. She's got something. She's got that stickum in her hands. I have a feeling.
You are absolutely ridiculous.
Irish whip
Meanwhile,
off the ropes.
You're missing
Van
a great
Peebles with
match.
a snap mare takes her down.
Yeah, that was totally legal right there. All she had to do was snap her backwards by the collarbone.
That will be one of the few things legal about what she does in that ring tonight, based on past history.
Hey, I got an idea.
And now she's choking her.
Aim for a star. Aim for a star. Just stomp on it. Stomp all over those stars.
Meanwhile, back in Midlothian, we have wrestling matches going on.
Yeah, black and blue marks all over her body. I can just see it now. They're going to be connecting the dots when it's all said and
Van
done.
Peebles with a cover and 1 count.
All of these little threats coming from all these different directions, whether it's from Windy City AC, whether it's from the new talents, whether it's from Angel, whether it's from you, I'm not going to stand for it.
Then get up and walk away for the love of God.
No, I am doing a job, okay?
Go clean a toilet like you did last month. That was fantastic. You were great at it.
Yes, I got good at it because somebody had to show me how to do it, and once I figured it out, I got the job done,
really?
and that's why tonight
Really?
this place smells and stinks.
Somebody to show you. I thought you had a master's. It's not hard
I'm
to clean.
hallucinating. I'm hallucinating at the fact that I have to see all
No.
these stars, and Renee Van Peebles is finally going to make sure that all the stars get put into an alignment in such a manner, in such a fashion, in such a way that Dominion rules the ring one more time.
I realized something as I was sitting here listening to this, that Angel's better at broadcasting than you too.
Oh, okay. So
She's a 5-tool talent and you're a no-tool
if you're not putting
loser.
emotion into what you do, then you shouldn't be here, okay? That's something else that needs to be considered.
I have an
Pick her
idea.
up. You can do it.
I have an
Peebles,
idea.
I've
Make a
seen you
point.
lift up. Oh, no.
And down
Snap
she
suplex.
goes.
Obviously, Van Peebles hasn't been in the gym working out, taking advantage of
That
her
was
time.
she almost dumped her on her head. That's totally illegal.
No,
Come on,
that's
Ralph.
called putting the work in.
There you go. Back her up in the corner. There you go. Use your behind.
Things are a lot different when it's 1-on-1 as opposed to fighting Angel at 4-on-1 most of the time for the last 4
Peebles
months.
charges
I
in.
don't see.
Misses the boot in
I
the
don't see
corner.
4 people against 1 person here. I
Not
see
tonight.
a straight-up match against 2 women. Oh,
Clothesline by Cameron.
come
Starr.
on,
Cameron
Peebles.
Starr
You
is
got to
putting
get
back
out of the way.
elbow.
Get out of the way. Duck and move. Duck
Cameron
and move.
Starr putting on a show tonight for the Midlothian
Irish
fans.
whip off the ropes. Sent for the
Break
right.
her.
Picks her up, drops
And
her
that might
down.
be it. That might be
Come
the
on,
end of Van
Peebles.
Peebles.
Get up.
Oh, I thought the witch was dead. So close.
You know, if Peebles is going to win this tournament, if Cameron Starr is going to win this tournament, if either one of these women is going to win this tournament, they have to win 3 matches in a row at least potentially. And I think that this match might take more out of Cameron Starr than it will Peebles. I think
Thumb
Peebles
to
has
the
the
eye. That's perfectly
cardiovascular
legal too,
conditioning
right?
to take this to the fullest. If this goes to the distance.
Once again, Renee Von Peebles showing her true colors in that ring.
Look at the class.
Dropping Cameron
Oh,
Starr in the face. That might be
way to
it.
use my finisher. I think that's an ode of respect to me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's basically my finish.
That's
And
it.
that's it.
Clean as a whistle. Angel How do you like them apples? Not only did she take you out, but she won this match by herself.
I love that she had to take me out to avoid competition. She's scared.
That is the first
I don't
time.
think she's
I'm
scared
going
of
to use that
anything.
word.
This is just step
Scared.
one. Peebles is in charge of the women's division. There is nothing
you're not in
stronger and more
charge.
dominant
And
as
now
a female form than
You
her.
are not in charge of the women's division until you get that belt on you.
I'm not a woman. You're right.
Yeah, you're kind of a chick.
And now the
Oh,
queen of
really?
You
mean.
want to get in the ring and you want to talk about women's wrestling?
Talk
then
about
get in the ring.
Aaron's. He's the one that looks all feminine
Why
next
are
to
you
me.
calling
He's got
Jamie
more
Olsen in
curves
the
on
ring?
his body.
Wait a minute. Hey, that's
Yeah.
a ring announcer.
Yeah,
Hey!
put Jamie Olsen
That's
on
a
the
damn
shelf
ring
too
announcer.
already.
Your mouth. Let me say this loud and clear. For the 400th time. Shut up.
The queen of mean. She won on her own tonight, which is unusual. It was a clean win.
How many times do I have to tell you that I'm the best women's wrestler here at CTW?
That's disputed.
It's ridiculous.
I'm in love. I'm in love.
I asked you idiots to bring me
You're a fool.
girl
You're pathetic.
that has, I don't know, as much talent as me. But you bring me this.
Someone someday is going to kick your butt, Sweet Pea. Someone someday.
It
Might
won't
be
happen.
Angel.
It won't happen, Steve. It won't happen. And Twinkie, you can call every move you want. This is the most dominant woman in all of Manchester wrestling.
And here she. Angel, don't hurt yourself.
worry about it. Don't you worry about it. You're going to get yours.
She sounds louder without the headphones than she did with them. So
Angel is hurt. She's on the shelf right now with an injury.
she's not hurt. She's standing right now, right next to me. She's just fine. Put her in the ring right now. Put her in the final round.
You know what?
Leave. Come on now. She is
Yeah,
a defenseless
eat that
ring
cotton
announcer.
candy right off
she
of her
is
head.
a defenseless ring announcer, for God's sake.
Oh, she's got defenses. She's got all that hair that's trying to blind the heck out of people. The cotton candy
She's
head.
not even a wrestler.
Yes, she is. If she's in that ring, she's got to know what she's doing.
Wait a minute.
What's all this music about? I'm hearing. What the heck is
Are you
going
okay?
on?
Wait a minute. It's Windy City AC.
I applaud this man. He gave me a chance to
Hang
work
on.
again tonight.
Shut your mouth.
I got 12 kids to feed.
I guess the fine I gave you last month was not good enough. So what we're gonna do, let me tell you something, Renee. Angel is prepared for the next round in the tournament, and she will be competing next month.
All right.
But let me tell you who your opponent is gonna be next month. Let's play the coming soon.
Wait a minute.
And this will be your
Who's she fighting next month?
the next round of the women's.
We have a video.
I thought it was Angel. Who's she fighting?
There's nobody left in Crash Tested Wrestling. She already took out the competition. Come on. There's nobody left.
I
There's
thought
nobody
I thought
left.
Angel's fighting next month. She's fighting Renee Van Peebles, right?
No, Angel's taking on somebody else. According to the brackets.
Wait a minute.
If you read Facebook.
Coming soon. Who is it? No way! No way! It's Mickey James! Mickey James is coming to Crash Tested Wrestling! Mickey James is gonna fight Renee Von Peebles! Mickey James!
How is that fair?
Mickey James!
How's that fair?
Mickey freaking James is gonna be in Crash Tested Wrestling! And finally, Renee Von Peebles is going down!
A multiple-time women's champion all around the world, and you're going to put her in the ring with
We
Peebles?
love you, Angel!
How do you know she's an angel?
She's an angel, and she's gonna win her match.
Yeah, according to you.
Maybe not Renee Von Peebles, who's fighting Mickey freaking James, Kenton.
I don't believe it.
You can't do that.
This isn't right. It's not fair.
Hey,
and
Renee.
she's not in the
Renee,
right matchup.
tell Mickey we said hi, Renee.
This is two totally different
Mickey
human
James,
beings,
my
okay?
friend.
You can't put the two of them
Mickey
in the tournament
James,
against
Lilith.
each other.
That's right, it's real.
What did Mickey James do to
Mickey
deserve
James.
a bye? What
Mickey
did she do
James.
to deserve a bye? She sang a song.
She's
she
a
had
champion.
She had a child. What did she do? What did she do to earn that opportunity?
Nick Swink, tell him what she did.
I don't know what she did. Can you explain to me, Twinkie Head? Nikki?
First of all, it's not Twinkie Head.
All right, Swinkie.
Second of all, she's only one of the most decorated women's champions of all time. Why
And she
wouldn't
doesn't
she?
have to
Third
win a
of all-
match in order to get
third
into
of
the
all-
next round?
Third of all, let's
Explain this to me.
Let's turn it to Jamie Olsen in the ring, who's been shaken up.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have cotton candy on your head.
My God.
And is brought to you by the LRP Network. Introducing first, from Cooper
And here comes the rage.
Yeah, the victims of circumstance over and over again. You put them up against MPR, they lose. You put them up against Smash and Flash, they lose. You put them in triple threat matches, ladder matches. You put them up against each other, they can't.
It's Mitch Blake. It's Screwball.
They're too busy.
It is the rage.
You're too busy playing baseball.
Okay, well, I'm shut. Consider it shut. And
Where's the rest of your band?
I almost got knocked out.
Well, you know what? You
It's
keep
the
talking to me
rage.
the way that you do, you're going to get unexpected surprises.
I'll take them as they
All
come.
up in your cranium, Steve.
All up in my cranium.
That's right.
Nick Swink, that's a great word in Scrabble.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Mitch Blake and Screwball are in the ring right now, and they are one of the most decorated tag teams around.
They are indeed.
They have been up and down the road and then down the road again.
We saw them last month.
If they're decorated,
in the
are
main
they
event.
champions? Are they champions, Nick?
They were screwed out of the titles last month thanks to Justice Jones.
Okay, so what makes them so decorated? That they wear different colorful clothing? And do they have jerseys? Do they have their names on the back of them? Does that make them decorated? I'm not trying to state the obvious here, Nick, but you know, the two of you are singing praises for a tag team that has to show us something.
There are some people in the audience that are making Mitch Blake angry. It almost looks like the Macho Man.
Who?
Oh my God! Swing, it's the Headbangers!
The Headbangers are
Headbangers are
here.
Swing, it's the Headbangers!
Real men wear skirts. Mosh and Thrasher, the Headbangers are here.
Do they have their breast cones on tonight? What are they wearing?
It's the Headbangers! They're here!
The heck-
You're
Yes.
there! I'm here and you're there!
Where are the piercings, the
Yeah!
tattoos, and everything else?
It's Mosh and Thrash!
Thrasher.
They look better than
Thrasher!
ever.
Yes.
I give them credit. They must have found their way to crash-tested wrestling through up by osmosis.
Once again, something you couldn't do.
What you mean? I was running this company for the
Including,
longest.
including making 50 children.
You know what? I have 12 kids.
You
And
have-
I could show you pictures of them, okay?
You have 2 children, lefty and righty.
Look, I got pictures. I can prove this.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the Headbangers have arrived.
Quit stinking
here.
your hand under the guy's skirt, okay? Leave him alone. He's violating the man in front of children. I cannot stand and watch this. These two men need to be reprimanded. There's no reason why the Headbangers should be here in crash-tested wrestling. They serve no purpose. They are here to annoy and to be a nuisance.
Hey, I got an idea. Who wants to see me and my little brother Screwball whip the hell out of these Headbangers?
Yeah, you see that elevated bicep of Screwball? He's been working out. He put a baseball inside of his
Let me
sleeve.
tell you something right now. The next person that says anything like that, I suck any of it, me and Screwball are out of here.
No, man, take advantage of this opportunity. Look, the two of you should be in this match. You guys can hang. Come on, man. Don't walk away from this. I got confidence in you, Mitch Blake. Get your cousin Screwball and work together and take these Headbangers and send them back where they came from. The land of obscurity.
Nick Swink. The Headbangers have a long, rich tradition in the wrestling industry. Wax poetic for a moment, if you please.
The Headbangers, Mosh and Thrasher, former WWE Tag Team Champions, former NWA Tag Team Champions. They've also won the Hardcore title.
Stewie! And I think it was the Big Red Dog.
Clifford, the Big Red Dog.
That is disturbing on many levels.
I don't think our cameraman should be taking falls from such distances. Why do we have him jumping on ring aprons? And Can you tell these two individuals to keep their skirts down? I mean, this is getting ridiculous.
It's been a long time since I've seen the Headbangers, Steve.
There's
but they
no
look
reason
great.
why Thrasher should be showing off his goodies to
and Screwball
everybody.
took her pop. He took her beverage.
And now they're leaving.
Another tasty beverage ruined.
Hey, you two, you got an opportunity. Why don't you get in that ring and just show us what you're capable of?
By the way, just for those of you joining us right now, The Don Preston Rec Center is sold out. There is not an empty seat in this arena, something we didn't see under the Steve Kenton administration.
What you talking about? We're still in the Steve Kenton administration, whether you like it or not. Just because I don't control what happens every single second on this broadcast, and I don't have total control over the individuals that are selected on the talent roster, doesn't mean that I don't have a say in what goes on. Everybody that's listening and watching at home is listening to hear my voice, not yours, and not Swinky.
And they're watching on the LRP
That is my
network
name.
right
You got
now.
it right this time.
Fantastic.
Good job. Good
It
job.
only took me about an hour to figure this out.
Yes, it
Meanwhile,
did.
The Rage is trying to figure out a way to get in the ring. And in the ring they finally get, at least half
Here
of
we
them
go,
do.
Mitch Blake going after
There you
Mosh.
go. Go
Thrasher
after
and
them. They're
Screwball
And we
going at
are
it.
underway.
22 years of experience, and they probably have about 2 minutes of action left in them. You
Send
just
him.
got to weather the storm, guys. Just get up. Get up.
And down
It's
go.
not the end of the world.
Down
And
go the
Screwball
Rage.
is lounging on a fan.
Yeah, I know. The Headbangers can do stage dives. They can do power bombs and leg drops, and they're metalheads. From years before, some people say they were years ahead of their time.
And out of the ring.
They had the tattoos, the piercings, they have the jewelry. They got the rock T-shirts on. Sometimes they'd come out with their sports bras and they'd be dressed in drag, and they call themselves flying nuns. I know exactly what these Headbangers are all about. But the truth of the matter is, it's 2016. Their best days aren't here. Come on. Blake, you can't be in that much pain,
I think
are you?
Screwball is leaving.
Are you all right? He's hurt, for goodness sake. Stop counting. No, you can't do this. Brennan, stop it. Stop it. Knock it off. See, he broke the count. Now, right there, Screwball.
And he slides, and he is out.
Yeah, he doesn't understand wrestling. He's like an idiot savant. He understands baseball to an extent, and then you throw him in a wrestling ring. This is like a recipe for disaster. Blake, you got to control the situation around here. The Headbangers are here to play around, and you can't mess around with these two.
And the capacity crowd is into this match right now. They are loving what the Headbangers have brought to the table, and the Rage is in big trouble at the moment.
What's the purpose of this black face paint anyways? Everybody knows that Mitch Blake's face paint is far superior. Look how bright and shiny it is.
And
Oh, here we go. We got some action here.
Yeah, some action, isn't it, Swinky?
Mosh going to work now.
You're going to
on
call a
Mitch
move? What do you
Blake.
call this?
That's a choke.
Yeah, the fan favorites have to choke their way to a victory. And this is what you call pro wrestling.
Into the turnbuckle
It's illegal,
now.
I'm telling you. I'm sickened by this. I'm
Crash
very
tested
sickened.
wrestling is pro wrestling at its finest.
All right, the Headbangers have shown that they can take on the best of the best. Dudley Boys, Legion of Doom, Godwins, Furnace and LaFon, New Age Outlaws, Quebecers, the Oddities. Look, these guys are WrestleMania tested. And I don't want to even mention that word, but they are tested. Nice flying body attack.
Big maneuver.
Come on,
and
Blake.
The pinfall, and we got a one.
He didn't
and we
hit
got
you with
a two.
everything.
And Screwball intervenes to stop the count, and we are
Screwball,
still
you got to
going.
keep an eye on Mitch Blake because he's in the ring against two men
Mitch Blake,
that don't care.
rake you the eyes,
care.
tag the Screwball now.
Don't care, no hair, wearing skirts. I mean,
And
how
the pitch.
Wind
And a
up, and
big
there's
shot.
the pitch.
I'm sure you're aroused by this, Aaron. Seeing two men walking around with skirts on, showing off their drawers and their derrieres.
I'm not sure that's any of your business, but that's a
Thrasher
story for
going to
another
the
time.
eyes of Screwball.
How are these two allowed
What
to
I
throw
do
a
with
thumb
Jamie
in
Olsen's
somebody's
lip
eye?
gloss is my business. Meanwhile, back in the ring, a wrestling match has broken out.
Headbangers bending the rules, but not quite breaking them.
You know, when you talk about tag team championship gold and the continuity of this tag team.
Here we go, double team move on the way. Up and over, alley-oop.
Oh! Vintage Headbangers right there, and Screwball is in a bad way.
Did the referee check what's up his skirt before this match started? Because he
That's-
might be
Cover.
trying to hide something under
Two
those
count.
drawers right
I
there.
will never be able to read Clifford the Big Red Dog again.
You shouldn't be reading such documents anyways. They're only going to teach you bad things about life.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
You ever watched Underdog? He had to take drugs to get superpowers, okay? I think that that's wrong. That's teaching the future of the world bad things, and they shouldn't be subjected to them.
Once again, the warped mind of Steve Kenton making no sense whatsoever. Meanwhile, back in the ring.
Yeah, the Headbangers again, choking, poking eyes out,
Here we
having a
go.
great old time.
Mosh.
And that's the
Up
way
and
they
over.
do
Yeah,
it,
ride
riding
him.
him like a Shetland pony
Yeah.
at Macy's.
Yeah, I'm sure he wants to put another quarter in that machine.
I'll tell you what, Steve Aaron,
He's
it
getting
may
his
be.
jollies. He shouldn't have that bat. Get that bat out of his hands, ref. Come on.
I'll tell you what, Steve Aaron, it may be 2016, but the Headbangers still got it, man.
They still got it. They indeed do. We should start that chant.
Yeah, they've got a rash on their behind,
You
and they're
still
rubbing it in
got
the
it.
face of everybody that they're wrestling here tonight. And you know what? If they're in that lucked out gauntlet royale later
Double
tonight,
team superiority right there, using the rules as they were intended in tag team action.
yeah, Windy City AC can put all of his supporters in that gauntlet royale, but when it's all said and done, I have a feeling that the Headbangers are going to be out of breath by the time. Why is he gyrating his behind and his goodies in his face? That is just disgusting.
That was dazzling Donnie quality
The
right
umpire
there.
needs to check that baseball to make sure that it's legal for the next throw, the next pitch.
I don't know what that means. Meanwhile,
You
back in
never
the
watched
ring, more
baseball
wrestling.
before? You never seen a ball hit the dirt?
I don't see what that has relevant to a match that's in the ring, for God's sake.
You got two baseball players against two men that took a stage dive off of one too many concerts and landed on themselves and probably.
Mitch Blake has stopped being, I guess you could say, whining, and he's
see
gotten into it.
I can see the groupies from afar. They're all waiting in line for autographs already. Yeah, they think that these guys are actually
Looks like-
musicians. Do people even know that these two were a professional wrestling tag team? Do they sing songs too? What else? There you go. Stick your thumb in his face. He did the same thing to you. Give him his just desserts. Yeah, just gyrate in his general
very
direction.
evenly matched in the ring right now are
Yeah,
the
they throw
Headbangers
their
and the
behinds
Rage.
in everyone's faces. Very evenly matched. Absolutely.
Screwball and Mitch Blake with the upper hand, and Presley
Irish
throws him
whip
across
off the
ring.
ropes.
Double
team
elbow.
back elbow there by the Rage, showing off their tag team prowess, if you will.
The MPR are the CTW United States Tag Team Champions.
I'll tell
they
you
can
what,
beat
though,
both of these teams,
the
in
Rage-
my estimation.
The Rage was a biscuit away from winning that title when they got served justice in the worst possible
Why are you
way.
thinking about food at a time like this?
I am thinking about what's going on in the ring right now, and the Headbangers are in trouble.
You're the one talking about biscuits. Nick, you've seen tag team wrestling before, okay?
Yes.
I want your professional, honest opinion. Based off of all of the tools that the Headbangers have in their arsenal, what is the one thing that they have that the Rage doesn't? Just tell me.
Well, they've won the tag team titles, unlike the Rage.
The tag team titles. Well, that was at a different period of time in the past, and now time has passed, okay? You're talking about a team that has over 2 decades of experience. You got another team that has over a decade and a half of experience, maybe even more. They're both dominant in their own right, in their own regions, in their own classes, in their own divisions. Okay, that's fine. I'm talking about in terms of wrestling. Since you're the man who knows all the moves, tell me a story.
I think that was a little oversimplified, but Swing, continue.
Well, the Headbangers, I definitely think, have the psychological advantage over the Rage. with
Yeah,
all
they're
of their
psychologically
tactics.
getting the breath taken away from them. Look at
Meanwhile,
Screwball.
Mitch Blake is doing what he's doing while Screwball has his way on the outside of the ring in Pearl Harbor type fashion.
Screwball is so funny. I just love that guy. He doesn't have his head screwed on straight, but that's why Mitch Blake is here. He's here to make sure that he puts the exclamation point at the end of every
Clubbing forearm
sentence.
followed by a double axe handle by Mitch Blake, isolating Mosh of the Headbangers.
I believe that's Thrasher. Do you even know the difference
that is
between the two of them?
Mosh.
No,
That-
Mosh. I thought Mosh was
Oh,
the man.
you're right. That is Thrasher.
Yeah,
My bad.
there you go. Yeah, Windy City AC hires the best of the best. Here we go again. Man, I don't know how I got it put into this commentary trio here. This is-
Thrasher sent for the ride, ducks under the clothesline.
Get out of the
Strikes-
way!
Double clothesline by Thrasher. He's
Oh,
got to make
no!
the tag now.
No, this can't be happening. No, don't start counting.
And the fans are on their feet. They're getting on their feet
No,
to
you
support
gotta
the
hold on to
Headbangers.
his leg. Hold on to his leg. Hold on to his ankle. Don't let him get a tag to that man over there. I don't want to see.
In a very strange way,
I don't
we
wanna
have
see Mosh in
established
there.
that the Rage and the Headbangers are extremely even.
Oh, no,
and the
not
tag is
again.
made.
Tag made to Mosh. Here he comes. He's a house of
Come
fire.
on! Stop it! He's doing this out of control. Referee, there's too many individuals in the ring. You got to stop this. He's illegally attacking 2 men at once. He can't do that.
There was a
Screwball
legal
sent right
tag.
into his own partner
Don't
there.
let him splash him. Oh, for heaven's sakes.
And
A little slam dancing there.
No,
from
don't
Mosh.
fall there.
Oh!
Oh, no.
those beckons, I hope he doesn't lift up and see the stitches.
There's a lot of raging going on between Mitch Blake's legs, and it has nothing to.
Oh,
not the
forget it.
stage dive. Stop it. Come on, ref. He's not allowed to be in the. There you go.
Mitch Blake manipulates
Straddle
the
him.
rope and down he goes.
That's what should have happened a long time ago. There you go. Now you got him in the position that you need to get him in so you can win this whole thing. Quit talking about
And
it.
here it
Finish it
comes.
off. Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness! The reversal has the opposite effect. And the roll
No!
up in the pin.
No, I
One,
can't allow this
two,
to happen.
3, and we got a winner.
Baloney. That should have never happened in a million years. This is ridiculous. Oh,
And the
great.
Headbangers come to Midlothian, they come to Crash Tested Wrestling, and they defeat the Rage in quite a match.
I don't believe what I just witnessed. 2 men in skirts just defeated the Rage. The Rage can't buy a victory at this point. What a Screwball's about to fall on his head again. Somebody get a medical attention.
It was a great match between 4 great combatants. Decades of experience in that ring tonight were a treat to see for all that came out to Lucked Out, and what a match it was, Nick Swink.
No, they couldn't hit the stage dive at the end. You saw that, Nick. The Rage should have had this match won. The referee didn't call this match right. He let too much in terms of shenanigans go down. But let me look at the pain etched all over Mitch Blake's face. It looks like he had a truck rammed into his inner legions and the spinach and the celery stalks and the grapefruit juices and everything is just falling.
Wait a minute, what's going on here what's going on here?
He's trying to make some new friends in town. You better find a way to keep these men in some sort of a locked quarters, because the Headbangers are going to make this place stink worse than it already has.
What a
Midlothian,
match
Don
between the
Preston Rec
Headbangers
Center.
and Rage, and the referee very gingerly. Here they come
Yeah,
again.
I think he has a boom boom. I think he took a leak.
And they thought better of that. And running out of the arena right now is the Rage.
Yeah, I think one of them has ants in his pants.
And
after
the Headbangers have a fan. They're
Yeah.
bringing a fan up.
Yeah, go ahead and kidnap some more of our fans. There you go.
Oh,
You
he's
can't
got him
grab
up.
him from his behind. He's not a toddler. You can't do that. That's child abuse. We don't allow that
Give
to
it
air.
up for the legendary Headbangers as they came, they saw, they conquered Headbanger style.
They're giving me a headache. That's what they're giving me.
There we go. There's classic Headbangers right there.
Yeah, I'm sure you want
And the
to get
fans
into the
love
mosh pit
that
with
right
them.
there. The Headbangers. Nick, your dream is realized.
I know, the Headbangers. They defeated the Rage here tonight. Big victory for the Headbangers. Who knows, maybe we'll see them later on tonight in that Lucked Out Battle Royal.
You have no idea who's going to be in the Lucked Out Rumble. I don't know, you don't know, Steve Kenton, you sure as hell don't know. But what I do know,
Nobody's telling me anything.
The
okay?
Headbangers
I'm
came
sitting
to
here to get
Midlothian.
us ratings. I'm sitting here to make this the best broadcast on earth. LRP
and
Live.
Midlothian loves the Headbangers.
I'm going to be the first to say this, because these two won't. Thank you for tuning in to Crash Tested Wrestling tonight. See, I have class, unlike the two of you.
He is hugging, you gotta love this.
Are you going to lick his face now, too?
Midlothian is getting a treat.
No, that's the Bushwhackers. They lick people.
The long-lost era of the
he's
sweaty, bald men that wear
Big
skirts all over the
smiles
place.
in Midlothian tonight. Those kids are having a ball.
Have you seen what's under his skirt? You want to check, all you little kiddies out
Talk
there?
about the price of admission.
This is a gross situation. I am embarrassed. I am
Watch some
embarrassed
wrestling, have a hot dog, and get your face stretched by a headbanger.
Yeah,
That's living right there.
What do you do with your hot dogs, Steve? You're supposed to eat them. You're not supposed to stick them in
What
places
in the
that
world is
don't
he
belong.
talking about?
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I don't know. I'm thinking about cutting off his mic.
I would like to do it. I think Jamie Olsen's going to do it
If
for
anything
us.
needs to be cut off,
Save
it's
us,
the
Jamie
two of
Olsen.
you
You're
from
our
this
only hope.
broadcast. That's what I think. You know, the two of you have already witnessed 1 hour of some of the greatest professional wrestling action that exists. And this is Lucked Out, because anyone tonight could be the next man to challenge for the CTW Heavyweight Championship against either Mass and Kai or Courageous. And it happens tonight. See, I know how to set a table, unlike you. I'm going to take a break because I can't stand the two of you. You're making me sick.
At the CTW merch table, we also do have a donation box for MS.
Nick Swink, I can't tell you when I've been happy to lose part of the broadcast team, but you know what makes me happier? Is that we are being joined at the broadcast table by a couple of professional humans. And to my, I guess this would be my right, is the lovely Moxie Molly.
Thank you.
Welcome to the table. And we also have at the table Mr. Moody.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Jack Moody is here.
Jack Moody is a breath of fresh air compared to what I had to endure for that first part of the show.
I'm sure that poorly dressed schlub.
Who smells like garbage.
I mean, what would you expect looking at that man?
Now that I have 2 seconds to talk, I'd like to turn it over to you guys and give us your impressions of what you saw at part 1 of Lucked Out.
I mean, we can start with match 1, Mr. Joe Heisman with Christopher St. Michael. I don't know. How did you feel about that one?
I mean, the person that that won should not have won. I can tell you that. Joe Heisman, he is a pro, and that was a surprise to me.
No, you see, I disagree. Joe Heisman came here into Christopher St. Michael's house. What did he expect to happen?
It doesn't matter whose house it is.
It's his house.
Joe Heisman. Joe Heisman makes any house he walks into his house.
You know,
he didn't tonight.
Well,
Moxie, I respect your opinion, and I agree with you to the extent that it is Christopher St. Michael's house, but Mr. Moody is correct. Joe Heisman doesn't need an invitation to a house. He makes the house.
He didn't tonight.
That might be true. So, were you satisfied with what you saw? A debut of Joe Heisman in Crash Tested Wrestling, the continued ascent up the ladder of Christopher St. Michael.
I'm satisfied with what I saw. Christopher St. Michael.
I mean, I have to give it to Christopher St. Michael. He's a damn good wrestler, but if him 9 times out of 10, Heisman's taking that match. This was a fluke if I've ever seen one.
He did not tonight. Moving on.
And then after that, we went right into match number 2, which was a very unexpected match as far as I was concerned. Obviously, last month at Flatline, Justice Jones came in like the second coming of Godzilla and destroyed the place. This time, he had his difficulties with an unexpected guest.
I mean, difficulties. I mean, do you call difficulties winning a match? He won the match. I don't see any. I'm just going to say, what's his name? Softcore Steve, whatever his name is. He is no match.
Craig.
Whatever. He is no match for Justice Jones, for Money, Power, Respect. He's no match for them.
I don't agree. He came in strong. He totally caught Justice Jones off guard. He was going and going and going and going, and often when 2 new competitors meet each other and they haven't had a chance to feel each other out, sometimes whose house it is, they get the better. And Justice Jones has been here before in front of this crowd, and he did take it from Hardcore Craig, but Hardcore Craig held his own.
I mean, let's just be honest. The person that hit the frog splash and got to 1, 2, 3, that's who matters, and that was Justice Jones.
Well, the
and Money,
person
Power,
who
Respect
got hit with
keeping
the garbage can, let us just say is
well, that's illegal as well. I
garbage.
mean, that should have been a disqualification
Don't
from the beginning. So
into the ring with Hardcore Craig and not expect some hardcore to be in there. It's in his name.
It was definitely a spirited match. You both make valid points. I mean, admittedly, Justice Jones with a devastating frog splash for the finisher. Nobody's going to come back from that one. But Hardcore Craig kept him on his heels most of the match. So I agree with both of you. I'm amazed at this. This is very interesting chemistry you guys have going here at the broadcast table. You guys, pretty amazing.
Don't come here to smoke if you don't want to get burned.
Oh, and then she said that. Match 3 on the docket was a match that I thought got out of control relatively quickly. But, on the other hand, Renee Van Peebles, it's the first time in many months that she's actually won a match without interference and assistance. So you got to give it up for one of the toughest ladies I've ever seen. Moxie Molly, you know how tough she is.
Let me tell you something about the women here at Crash Tested. They so much think it's about wins, but the best competitor is the competitor who sits back and silently observes, ready to stalk their prey. And I don't think any of our females have that yet, and I'll just leave it there.
Okay. Moxie Molly making a statement that might play into future matches.
Renee Van Peebles, she is, along with the Dominion, she's the young blood coming into CTW, ready to make her mark. It makes It's no surprise she won tonight. It's no surprise she'll win next month
I
when
do
Mickey
agree
James
there.
is here.
I do agree that it is no surprise she won tonight. She is a tough broad, maybe the toughest so far that CTW has seen, but is there someone who hasn't been given a fair shot, whose match may have been interrupted, who almost was there to prove herself? There is.
She's right about that.
I mean, I just think what Renee Van Peebles, along with the other two in Dominion, they're coming in here, they're making a difference, and I can see she's my favorite. She's odds-on favorite to win the women's tournament for the championship.
What I hear you saying is Renee Van Peebles and the other people of Dominion.
A
If she
win's
was
a win.
a true competitor, would she need those other people?
She didn't need anybody tonight. She did it
Not tonight,
clean,
but as he
1,
so
2, 3.
gracefully pointed out previously, this is the first time in a very long time she's won this by herself.
And now, a victory tonight, what does that mean for her future? It means a one-on-one confrontation with one of the toughest female wrestlers to ever lace up a set of boots, and that is next month's guest, Mickey James.
Impressive.
That is her proving ground right there. When she has to face somebody that, a veteran of the business, somebody we've all seen, somebody we've seen just dominate any place she goes. If Renee Van Peebles takes that, I think there's no question of who's going to actually win the tournament.
And I think Moxie Molly was making a point that, sometimes it's better to sit in the weeds and watch and pick your moment. What are you insinuating there, young lady?
I'm not insinuating anything. Maybe a little foreshadowing is all.
Speaking as a person that walked in the backstage area one time on the wrong side of the aisle, I got knocked into the lockers by Moxie Molly. I wouldn't mess with her.
Me? There wasn't.
Which brings us to the match we just saw, and it was a buzzsaw and loud bells and whistles and all of those things. I think that might be the Headbangers in the backstage area messing with me. We saw the Rage and the Headbangers. What did you guys think of that match? Headbangers, legends in this industry, but the Rage have been doing it every bit as long as they have. What a match that was.
It was a fantastic match, bringing in a former WWE Tag Team Champions in here. People, they know how to bring a fight, and they did. They brought it tonight. I can tell you one thing, though. They may have beat the Rage, but they're not going to beat Money, Power, and Respect. There's no way they would. That is the team. Now that Justice Jones has joined with them, they're unstoppable.
I do not agree, but we'll just leave it at that.
Money, Power, and Respect, they definitely, obviously with the addition of Justice Jones, they have definitely taken it to the next level, not lever. That would be weird. But I think we're forgetting something, that there are other tag teams, and that's what makes Crash Tested Wrestling so special, is the tag team division might very well be the strength of the company, and I think there are other tag teams that are going to have exception there. Like this fella right out here looking at me. That's we got a little smash and flash in the house.
Which I do want to remind everyone, right before Money, Power, and Respect had the tag team titles, Flash Harris, Flash and Smash won them in a glorious, victorious ladder match, and I have yet to see Money, Power, Respect win in a ladder match.
Moxie Molly, Mr. Moody, thank you for being at this halftime show. I want to work with you two. I want you guys to stay out here. Send Kenton packing. We're going to send it right now backstage. I don't know what's going on back there, but I can't imagine it's good.
Oh.
Roster here in Crash Tested Wrestling.
You know what? I honestly don't understand what else needs to do to get some opportunities here. It makes you wonder who's really pulling the strings. And I personally want to know who continues. Who are those shadowy figures that continue to pull out the rug from underneath us?
No, you know what, Grim? That's not even the problem. You know what the problem is that there's just no real competition here in CTW. Miles Mercer, Rion Skills, Jared Priest. Only some of the names that we destroyed. Tonight, we're going to continue our dominant path because but 2 members of Dominion, and it doesn't even matter which one of us wins.
Because when one of us wins, we all win. But you know what? It's not only about tonight. It's not only about the Rumble. What it's about is the future. It's about the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is Dominion. We're issue an open challenge.
Hey, let me tell you something, punk. You want an open challenge? Did you two just see what me and my little brother Screwball did to the head? We beat them from pillar. Don't you walk away from me.
Obviously, it's not.
Hey, I'm not done talking. When I'm done talking, I'll let you know. Then I'll allow you to speak again. Do you understand me? Everybody in this locker room wants to call me the old punk and him blood. And you are nothing to be reckoned with in my book. Come April 22nd, you want a match? Trust me, my friend, you're going to get the match of a lifetime. And trust me again, you don't want it. Because me and my little brother Screwball here are going to rip your faces off. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Let's go.
I think you mean April 23rd, because there's no I in team, but there's a Q.
Jokes. Every single one of them. Jokes.
Blake and Screwball, you two think you can sit there and intimidate us? You have no idea what we're capable of. You see, we've been watching you two for a long time. We've been watching you two, and you both think it's a big joke. You paint your faces up, you put a mask on. Well, you're right about one thing. You are just a couple of jokes. 2 jokes. 2 old, washed-up has-beens that should have hung their boots up a long time ago. Well, you know what?
Don't worry about it.
Can't wait for April 23rd. Wow, the Rage and Dominion. Back to you guys at ringside.
Well, my goodness, that was quite a spirited little situation right there. Here back at ringside, I am Steve Aaron along with Nick Swink, the lovely Moxie Mahler, and Mr. Moody is joining us here at side, and so is the police. Apparently we're all under arrest for this action. What do you think of the words that were exchanged back there? Very, very tough words from Dominion, and then quite a retort from the Rage.
I think that the Rage may have just tried to write a check they won't be able to cash.
We agree. For the first time, we
It's
agree.
true. We've seen the Dominion do nothing but dominate.
I mean, like I said, there's the young blood coming up in CTW, and they're a part of it. Renee Van Peebles and the rest of Dominion, they're going through. They may be coming for the belts eventually. Who knows?
We got high times here in the tag team division in Crash Tested Wrestling. The second half of the show is just about upon us. We have a championship match. Chris Massenkai versus Kenny Courageous. What are your thoughts?
Kenny Courageous all the way.
Again, we agree.
Kenny Courageous, fan favorite and fighting champion for sure. This is the second time these two have squared off. That should be good. And then following the championship match, it's the main event. 30-man, over-the-top, lucked out Rumble. Any favorites? What are your prognostications? It's March Madness here at Crash Tested Wrestling. Who's lucked out? Who's going to get the golden ticket? What say you, Moxie Molly?
Oh, I get to go first?
You get to go first. Ladies first. Even though you knocked me into a closet.
You know, I have a few people I've really been watching and looking at, but I really have to say my favorites really are Justice Jones and Machine. It's got to go to one of them. They're fierce competitors. They're here. They're hitting tough, and they're winning every time.
Well, I can't argue too much with that. You've picked up 2 of the biggest monsters that we've seen here at Crash Tested Wrestling. Mr. Moody, what say you about Lucked Out? Who's going to take the taco?
I'm going to say Justice Jones is a good call. Also, BOW. That if you talk about a monster, that's a monster. How are you going to get that man over that rope? That is a walking nightmare.
You know, as my new broadcast colleagues here that I'm very fond of, and I hope we get to have you back again and again and again, I like both of your points. Justice Jones, Obviously a favorite in this match because of the sheer force and power. The Machine is also a good call. But if every man for himself, and you call BOW's name, might be the toughest man in the locker room right now. So if I was a betting man, and I'm not saying that I am, it would be hard to bet against that monster. He is vicious, he is evil, he is strong, and he can take a pounding, and that's what you need in a match like this. So I'm going to have to go with BOW.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Damn, she's good. Damn, she's good. Swink, what about you?
Well, let me see here. Well, you guys already brought up a lot of the big names already in this match, and I'm going to have to go with Rion Skills.
You know, that's a valid point. Rion Skills is fighting a wrestler that, as we can see, he has had the odds stacked against him time and time again. We've seen him tassel with the Dominion all by himself. He was part of Team Windy City AC that brought the company back where it belonged, thank God. So that's a valid point. And let's not forget, there's another superstar in the house tonight that will be in this match, and that guy has been around the block a time or two. And if there's anybody that's got a few tricks to stick around in a lucked out match like this, it is who, young lady?
Scatty.
Are you going to do the worm tonight?
Not tonight.
I think there'd be paying customers for that. I'm just saying. Anyway, this has been the halftime show featuring Mr. Moody and Moxie Molly.
Thank you.
The Swink and I are just here holding up the chairs. They're the stars in this show.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we are going to go right into part 2, Act 2 of Lucked Out. Championship matches, Lucked Out Battle Royals. Oh my God, don't miss a moment. Or maybe we'll stay right here. Or maybe we'll stay right here and talk some more. Moxie Molly, you being a accomplished female wrestler your darn self, are there possibilities that you might find your way into this tournament that they're having?
You know, I would be delighted. If you're asking if there's plans in place, I could tell you that I can't say anything.
Okay, so she's pleading the fifth. Now, you've heard her say that. If she is in this tournament, if she does tussle and try to go for the gold, what do you think Moxie Molly's chances would be?
I mean, she talks a very big game.
Great in-ring performer.
A great in-ring performer. I can give her that. And she's already burned me a couple times, so I don't want to say anything that may get me insulted in front of all these people again. So I would say her chances are decent, if not favorable.
A lot of different aspects to that women's tournament. I mean, obviously Renee Von Peebles we've seen tonight. The Angel seems pretty sure that she'll hear from her injuries and be in the title competition. And then tonight, the big news, the wild card. Why don't you zoom in here? Take a look at this. Take a look at this, guys. This is where it's at. Aftermath is the name of this event, and that is April 23rd, and that is back at the Franlin Parkway, the Fair Meadow Community Church in Munster, Indiana, where Mickie James is on hand to tussle with a Renee Von Peebles. She's going to better bring her A game, because when you fight against a legend, that's a tall order, because not only are you fighting the wrestler itself, but you're also fighting the legacy. You're fighting the ghost of Monday Night Raw. You're fighting the ghost of WCW Nitro and TNA. Mickie James has been everywhere. She's been a champion everywhere. So not only is Renee Von Peebles fighting Mickie James the woman, she's also fighting Mickie James the legend.
I completely agree, except you said that Renee Van Peebles will have to bring her A game, to which I must state that, as I've said earlier, it seems she has brought her A game every other time she's been out here.
Well, just for my own health and recreational reasons, I'm not going to argue with you.
I mean, they say, you know, the old saying, you have to beat the champ to be the champ. This is the proving ground. Like I said before, Renee can come in here and really prove that she deserves to be the CTW Women's Champion.
There is going to be a lot going on as we play forward. And like I said, we are only in March. It is a long way to Destiny next January. So God knows what's going to happen between now and then. God knows what's going to happen to the championship titles. Smash and Flash are going to want a rematch against Money, Power, and Respect.
I want to see that rematch as well.
I think everybody does. That I believe a part 2 of that historic ladder match is in our future. And those guys that night lit the place on fire and burned it right to the ground. The carnage that we saw in that match, is what's fueling right now one of the most attractive benefits of crash-tested wrestling, and that is the tag team division. Speak of some of the tag teams that you've seen in this division. There are many, and they're growing by the day. I mean, look at the beginning of the show. The Young Guns debuted, and they did a nice job, and we have this new tag team. I'm calling them the Dazzling Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
I liked it. There was a whole lot of day glow. I needed my black light. I felt like I was in college again.
I mean, the colors alone popped, and it was
free ice cream. What more do you need?
I'm a fan.
I didn't get any free ice cream. I never do, even at home. But that's the story for another time.
They both teams could really prove themselves. I mean, your Dazzling Sundays.
The Dazzling Sundays with the cherry on top.
They're 1-0 right now as a tag team.
Oh my God!
So right now they're undefeated.
If I was writing this stuff and I'm not, you got to get them a manager called Cherry. Because that would be outstanding.
I mean, Moxie has the red hair. You want to change your name?
Oh, no.
I don't think so. She's just going to put that arm up like she always does. So I don't know if we're supposed. I think we're still doing the intermission here because there are people everywhere.
It's wild here.
I think this is one of the things that makes me so happy to be part of the crash-tested wrestling family, and that's what it is. And if you look out,
sappy over here.
I am.
Part of the family.
That's okay. You know what? I won't.
Part of the family.
Oh Lord, I can't say anything because
Be a man.
I'm gonna get backhanded.
Be a man.
The man knows he doesn't want to get hit.
When you come into this arena, when you go into the ring, you are you alone.
Yes.
There's no family.
There is no family, but look at all of these wrestlers out here.
I see fans, not wrestlers.
There are wrestlers over there. There are wrestlers over there. That is Joe Heisman right there.
I repeat, I see fans, not wrestlers.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Moody, help. Be my Obi-Wan Kenobi and save me.
I mean, this is one of those nights where you just see, like, this is where you want to be tonight. It's crash-tested wrestling here in Midlothian. That's where you want to be. I'm excited, just looking forward to the next half. You got both the championship match and the #1 contender Royal Rumble. That's something to look forward to. To be honest, I'm ready for all these fans to be sitting down so we can get started. I want to get to it.
Just forget the fans, the butts in the seats that are
they
paying our bills.
don't interest me anyway.
And
they don't interest me anyway.
If that weren't enough, and Mr. Moody's right on, if that weren't enough.
Mr. Moody sounds a little moody, if you ask me.
I'm named this way for a reason. I was born with it, and I'll live up to it.
And I love it. It's a great thing. Anyway, if the match for the championship isn't enough, and if the Lucked Out Rumble isn't enough, and if Joe Heisman being in this arena isn't enough, then here's something that might give you something to put it right over the top. You see this sign behind our head? This is Durbin's. This is in Tinley Park. If you follow us from this show and go to Durbin's, you can have beer, you can have pop, you can have pizza with the crash-tested wrestling superstar. You might even be able to have a beverage with Moxie Molly.
I wouldn't count on it.
But I wouldn't count on it either.
Scotch right here. Top shelf scotch. Johnny Walker Blue is what I'm going
Man,
for.
he is a man of taste and demeanor, isn't he?
Yeah, I prefer Tanqueray.
What not to like about Mr. Dashing good looks, rapier wit?
You know?
Do you have a crush?
I might have a little.
I'm
comfortable enough in my own sexuality to say he's dazzling us at the announce table tonight.
You wouldn't be the first woman or man person to say that.
You also have to remember.
I wouldn't admit that.
You also have to remember I've been sitting next to Steve Kenton, and the
is
noxious
true.
fumes of garbage have clouded my judgment.
Smelly man.
Apparently someone said, don't bathe next month. Just keep the garbage on you and come on out.
Is he still the janitor?
I think he's still the trash man.
Is that what he's doing right now? Is he changing?
He is swabbing
garbage.
the deck, if you will.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I think we have something here. Last month we had music at halftime and we let the people go about the business. This time we have the festive panel, and I want
Will
more.
all CTW talent please return to the back?
Ooh, they're cutting us
It's
off.
starting.
Talent please
starting.
return to the back.
And I am going to say thank you. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming out. It
Thank
is
you for
always a
having
pleasure.
us.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to reach right over here. My apologies. And we appreciate your time tonight. We'll look forward to seeing you next month at
Aftermath.
Do you see that?
Mickey James.
Mickey James.
April 23rd. Aftermath.
She is going.
What is your problem? You talk a big game, sir. I would shut your mouth if I were you.
Molly.
It's a wonderful face you're making.
Moxie Molly's going to beat you up, sir.
I'm going to need you to calm down. Excuse me. Please shut your mouth for a moment. I will not stop until you do.
I know what you mean by the smell. I think that means it's time for me to go. I can't take that.
That is
You have fun
Moxie
with that
Molly
landfill of a
and
man.
Mr. Moody, who I respectfully call Mr. Moody because he is indeed a joy. Wasn't that fun? That was better than the first half.
Well, that was better than having Steve
And
Kenton
now
over
it
here.
is inevitable that Steve Kenton returns to our midst. Oh, there, and she got. Don't let the woman forget her water, Swank. Okay. Welcome back, folks. Crash Tested Wrestling Lucked Out. The Don Preston Rec Center, Midlothian, Illinois. The place has been buzzing. We have had Dazzling Donnie and Tyler Sunday. We have had The Rage versus the Headbangers. We have had so many great matches, Nick Swink. What a night.
Yeah, what a night, what a night.
You know, we've been watching this for 20 minutes, the four of you standing around.
Well, there was a guy with the Sunday, and then there was a...
Come on, really? Let's get some attitude around here. Let's get some ambition. Let's get some passion involved. There's a CTW World Heavyweight Championship last man standing match. Somebody's going to get incapacitated. Then the multi-man Rumble match. Let's go up to the ring to Jamie Olsen for the announcements of this huge championship bout.
Mercifully, he shuts up. And the fans have come to life. They are ready.
Yeah, and finally Steve Aaron decided to wake up.
I have been awake, and I have been here. I just can't talk over you, sir.
Well, you don't want to talk over me.
This is
because
why
you realize what's at stake.
why they kicked you out, because you're out of control.
No, I didn't get kicked out.
I
had the control
You were
taken
ousted.
away from me. It was stolen from under my fingertips. Have you ever been held up? Have you ever had something stolen that belonged to you before? Have you? I have.
And the lights are on, and we are returning to action
Yeah,
right
way
now.
to ignore me, Aaron.
It is one half of your main event. It is for the CTW Tag Team Champ. It is Chris Massenkai.
It all started at the Storm on 94. This man should have gotten his championship title shot, but it was taken away, and it was stolen away because somebody had to say something about it. And a #1 contender for almost a year gets 100 different opportunities to win the title before he actually wins the darn thing, and he had to beat individuals who weren't even the champion at the time. I mean, this all goes back to Windy City AC's stupid decision to bring in James Storm to be our placeholder champion until he made the conscious decision to listen to me after he super kicked me in the ring, after I told him, go back to Beer Money, go back to TNA, go back to where you belong, you're better off there, and he listened to me. And at the end of the day, my word reigned supreme, and it wouldn't matter what I said. He wasn't going to shake my hand. It doesn't matter what Windy City AC was going to do about it, because as soon as the money reached his hands, as soon as James Storm had that money in his hands, it was over. This man, Chris Massenkai, has been robbed time and time again. This man has made, evented, crash-tested wrestling from day one and has not gotten a title shot one-on-one, and it is downright criminal, and I want to make that perfectly clear right here tonight.
Next time on Maury Povich, Sitters for Strippers. Meanwhile,
what does that have to do with
Chris
Massenkai
coming out
Are
here?
you trying to insult these two? Are you trying to insult the
Part
most dominant
of the Caribbean Cartel?
You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. You have been dominating here since day one. You haven't gotten your just desserts. Nobody's been able to beat you individually or otherwise.
Perhaps he
you
should
are the
wrestle Tyler
uncrowned
Sunday.
CTW World Heavyweight Champion, and you could put a stamp on that with 2 stamps, maybe even one of those big strips of those, what are they called? The ones you put on the postage envelopes. I want return address slips stuck on this.
I wish it would put it over your mouth so you'd shut up.
No. You know what? You had me You had me isolated for 22 minutes during that intermission interlude, and everybody was scratching their heads thinking, what is this? This is Crash Tested Wrestling? This is LRP Live.tv? They're not entertained. They're not amused. They don't like it. Now you got me back, and now you got something to talk about.
Meanwhile, Chris
About me.
Masakai and the lovely Sanella in the ring right now, part of the Caribbean Cartel. They mean business here in CTW, and he gets his return match tonight against the champ.
In a way, it's a return match, but there were 3 men at Destiny involved in that last title match, and Billy Gunn even had to get involved when he wasn't supposed to be. Okay?
Once again, Billy Gunn far superior at ringside to you.
Okay, Billy Gunn might be able to flex a muscle. He might be able to spin some rhymes and some special catchphrases.
You know what they call Billy Gunn?
What do they call him?
They call him Mr. Ass. That's his nickname.
Right.
You are just the other part without the Mr.
No, the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter if it's a donkey, a mule, a pigeon, a turkey, a cow, or a horse, okay? You can mention every single different animal known to man. But when you have opportunity after opportunity and you can't do anything about it.
And here he is! It's the champ!
Yeah,
It's Kenny Courageous!
The perpetual #1 contender forever and a day.
It's Kenny Courageous!
And he
the
couldn't
champ
beat James
is here
Storm
in
straight up.
Midlothian!
Yeah, finally Kenny Courageous decided to show up as the champion. Give him his credit. Yes, he defeated Chris Masinkai in the triple threat with Machine at Destiny. Not just any event, it was Destiny. It was 2 months ago, one of the biggest events of the year at Gary, Indiana.
The man was victimized by your faction. He was put on the shelf. He fought his way back.
It wasn't his time.
He fought his way
It was not
back.
his time. Now it's his time.
He fought his way back.
If he's
he
a
climbed
champion,
the mountain, and he is your crash-tested wrestling champion, and he is holding that championship with distinction, style, and class,
All right, Nick,
something you know nothing about.
Nick, be the neutral third party around here. The definition of a champion means
The guy who has the belt.
you're the best. You're the best at your craft. There's nobody better than you. If you have that trophy, if you have that championship, if you have that title, that means there is no one in wrestling in this company that is as superior and as strong as you at your craft. Okay?
So then that would
Do you
make-
agree with that statement?
Okay, so yes.
Do you agree with that statement?
Yes.
Okay, where does James Storm fit in this?
He's not involved in this match.
I understand that, but was James Storm not the previous champion?
He was, but he's not anymore.
Did Kenny ever beat him? Let's go up to the ring.
For the Crash Tested Wrestling's Heavyweight Championship match, and it is a last man standing match.
Last man standing match?
The challenger.
Yeah, the challenge was made last month. Were you even listening to any of
I'm
these?
just saying, I wanted to say it out loud.
Yeah, you like to hear yourself think, don't you?
Yes.
The leader of the Caribbean Cartel, the Pinoy prodigy, Chris Masinkai.
Yeah, cheer for that man.
No.
That's the man that is going to have the championship around his waist when this is over with. Lucked Out is his for the taking, and he's even wearing the neon colors just for the occasion.
If cheating was an art form, he'd be Van Gogh.
I didn't know he could paint.
He hails from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing 220 pounds.
And the fans are on their feet for the champ. It's Kenny Courageous.
Very temporary.
He owns Midlothian.
Well, I feel sorry for the person that owns this town, for heaven's sakes. Championship is at stake between 2 men with no love lost for one another. And the jaw-jacking back and forth, the trash talking, it has to come to an end, and it's going to come to an end
What
now
business does
because
he
the
have?
championship is at stake.
What
the title
business
is on
does
the
he
line.
have even touching that belt right now? What business? He has no
The
business.
referee has a right to display the championship in front of both combatants before they put their bodies at risk for the
And that's
purposes
what I'm
of
talking about
domination.
right there.
You realize this is not a traditional singles match.
That is respect is what that is, something you would know nothing about.
This is not about pinning people's shoulders to the mat. It's not about beating somebody to the point of submission.
Meanwhile,
because you
in
have
the
to
ring,
incapacitate
you have
your
them squaring
opponent.
off.
Can you allow me to illustrate
Can
the
you
rules?
focus on the task at hand, which is calling a championship match, for God's sake?
Part of it involves explaining the rules so the fans at home understand. Get up, Masinkai. You got to avoid this man.
Masinkai
He ate his Wheaties this morning. He decided that he was going to be double tough and
of
super
Kenny
ultra strong.
Courageous on the outside now with Masinkai. Lights him up with a chop right across the chest.
You got to incapacitate your opponent for the referee's count of 10. You have to literally knock your opponent out by any means necessary. No countouts, no disqualifications. The referee is simply around town to count to 10. And if any man breaks that progression by reaching to their knee or anything else, the ropes, they break the count, they restart the count, and then it continues. And this is a process where you have to continually decimate your opponent and weaken them into submission. And this is what Courageous decides to do. Okay, he doesn't want to have the fight in the ring. He wants to fight it out on the outside.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
He's gonna
Next.
He's gonna hurt somebody out there. We've got young fans out there. We don't want any of them to get hurt. Look, I just because that I used to be the general manager doesn't mean that I don't have compassion for others.
Hashtag used to be trending right now.
Come on, Madison Kai, ruin his life. Take his title.
Last train to Loserville.
I want all these fans to be silenced right here tonight as a result of what happens right here with the title at stake. Madison Kai, you got to get up, man, because he's just circling you like a hawk in the middle of the woods, just waiting to fall upon his prey. He's gonna
right now, Kenny Courageous is not even allowing Chris Massenkai to breathe.
Ever since the soft opening of CTW back in 2014, Massenkai has been the main event, and he needs to be recognized as the champion. It's just a matter of time.
Scoop slam by Courageous.
Try the backsplash missing.
And he missed
you're
the
like
senton.
You're like 2 moves behind. Come on, Twinkie.
Because you won't shut up.
I can't commentate with you running your mouth.
Yes, Nick Swink, yes.
Okay, maybe you can get into the head of Windy City AC for me, Nick. Why hasn't Chris Massenkai gotten a straight-up one-on-one match with Kenny Courageous earlier?
He's getting it right now.
Why didn't it happen earlier?
Why is the sky blue? Nobody knows. Meanwhile, there's a great match going outside as Courageous headbutts Massenkai's skull into submission.
Massenkai has
Setting
been
him up for the chop
intentionally
here.
left out of title matches on
They
purpose.
felt that shot in Oak Forest, for God's sake.
They felt that in Tinley at Durbin's.
At Durbin's tonight after the show. Dynamite drop-in.
Thank you.
That's how you broadcast, Kenton.
Yeah, well, the
Hashtag
cartel's
segue.
most successful veteran of the ring is the man that has gotten Kenny Courageous down to a knee. And now Sanella is tiptoeing through the tulips. You know,
Well,
she's doing her favorite dance out there. You know,
You actually said something right before,
No
Steve
harm.
Patton. You said this match
No
was no
harm.
disqualification, so this is perfectly legal in this match.
you know, everything is at stake here because the winner of this has to worry about the winner of the next match. And it
Kenny
all
Courageous with a
leads-
shot right into the midsection.
It all leads to the next step. And the next
He is
step.
not going to slam him on the concrete.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. This is an unforgiving gymnasium floor.
Oh, into the steel post.
Yeah, you don't
The
say it right.
unforgiving steel post.
He went head first to that post.
Oh, my God. Oh, he broke his back.
Yeah, that hip flexor is probably totally out of whack right now. And those fans are stunned, and
Kenny
they're stunned for the right
Courageous.
reasons.
He may need medical attention.
Yeah, give him a whole entire stretcher and a bucket load of goodies.
Did you spend 5 minutes thinking of that one?
Yeah, might as well. Former #1 contender, Kenny Courageous, forever and a day, now is the champion. He's unfamiliar with that role. I don't think he knows what it's like to be a
Referee at a
champion.
count of 7.
Well, he's on his feet. I give Kenny Courageous credit. He fights hard. He gives it his all. He really, really tries, but he's not the best. And Chris Massenkai is in the best shape of his life. He knows what's at stake. He can fly in the air. He's got skills that Kenny wished that he had.
Here
in
comes
his
the
repertoire.
plunder. The plunder has entered the ring in the form of multiple steel chairs.
Why are the chairs pink? What is this all
It's
about?
breast cancer awareness chairs.
Oh, I see. Wasn't that months ago? You got your months all mixed up. What month was that?
All I know is Kenny
Guy wedging that steel chair into the turnbuckle.
Kenny Courageous' spine doesn't know what month it is either.
Well, Kenny is outnumbered. He's got more challengers gunning for him
Oh,
than anywhere else.
Once again, the back is destroyed.
Break him in
Shoulder
half.
first
Use the
into that
chairs.
table.
There you
Oh,
go.
toehold onto the chair.
It's a matter of time. He's going to be dripping red all over the place. It's going to be the best sight ever, watching Kenny Courageous put his head down and walk away, limp away, maybe even not even walk away as the former champion. I want to hear what Chris Massenkai's got to say on the megaphone.
You can't hear him if you don't shut up.
Oh, he's counting. It's very important. Somebody else has to count because the referee sometimes loses his place. It's almost as though he's reading a book and doesn't have his bookmark.
God, Destination Dorkville, Population U.
Hey, man,
Wait
somebody
a minute,
has to tell it like it is.
stopping the count.
You have to beat the champion, and Masinkai can do that.
And that
was
was
that?
Neckbreaker on the floor by Kenny Courageous.
I believe.
How do you
Nick
get
Swink
away
said
with
neck
that?
Swink. Neckbreaker by the Swink. He
Yeah,
just said
neck
that.
breaker, yeah.
You did not say that. He did.
Oh, okay. Congratulations, Nick. You're following along. I'm glad that you're watching the match attentively. And you think that that's going to hold Chris Masinkai down for a 10 count? I've seen Masinkai hit with all sorts of weapons and other arsenal, and he has gotten up and he has fought another day. And tonight, he's the one that's going to deliver more abuse. Did you see how hard he punted him right there?
Admittedly, that was a very forceful punt, and now he's taking advantage of the plunder yet again,
caught
choking
him.
off the wind supply.
Choking him now with that steel chair.
Do it again.
Driving it right down
No
into
one's
his throat.
stopping you.
Vicious.
You have all night long to use that chair to do whatever you need to do.
Masinkai setting him up now for something. Looks like he's going to the top
I
rope.
have a feeling we're going to see one of those high-flying slingshot moonsault presses. This is going
This
to be
could be the end of-
amazing. Watch this.
Goes for the
Oh
moonsault.
my God! Oh, he couldn't. Oh my God!
He won't be able to reproduce after something like that. It's unbelievable. He can't be allowed to do that.
Courageous got the chair up. Masinkai moonsaulting a steel chair.
You saw that maneuver, and all you could think about was reproduction. You got fired because you're dumb.
I'm dumb? No, I don't have the financial resources of Windy City AC to hire every James Storm, Mr. Anderson wannabe that wants to come into Crash
Meanwhile,
Master
we
Wrestling
don't need
and make
them
a
because
name
we
for
have
themselves.
Kenny Courageous and Chris Masinkai. And Sanella holds him. Oh my God!
How the heck can
Masinkai-
that be allowed? He just kicked his own. Sanella just got kicked in the head.
Sanella's dead.
Get her some help, for God's sake. She's been hurt badly.
Sanella's dead.
Kenny
No!
Courageous.
He's gonna drop on the chair.
Don't do this to him. He's up.
Oh,
for
my
God's
God.
sake.
Chair.
Oh my Lord!
No!
That's it.
There's no pinfalls. He's got to count to 10. Oh, he's been crippled.
Masinkai landing on his head on that steel chair.
That chair didn't budge.
He might have lost every single tooth in his entire jaw.
There
Oh.
are two people almost unconscious. Sanella being one on the outside of the ring.
He's going to have a
How is
hematoma on his
Masinkai
head.
even standing at this point, or trying to stand?
So we're up to 7, and it's a race to get to their feet right now. And Masinkai might break the count anyway. Wait a second. Wait. Wait a second. He did hit
He's
his
out.
feet.
He
no,
is out.
No, Chris got to his feet too. He should have stopped the count right there. Another stupid call by Brennan again. Yeah.
And Kenny Courageous comes to Midlothian and does what champions do.
That's horse
defends
manure.
it.
That's horse manure right there, because Chris Masinkai used the ropes to get to his feet too, and Brennan wasn't looking in his direction.
Bodies everywhere, strewed about. And I don't think, he's pushing him right out of the ring.
This is horrendous. I cannot stand seeing this man, Windy City AC's #1 man, standing in the ring on a chair with that championship hoisted high.
He is #1 fan. Here comes
Get in
Wilmer.
that ring, Wrench, and eat this man alive.
The Wrench is here trying to help his people.
Sanella apparently is counting sheep out there.
The
but
cartel,
it's-
she took a swift kick right to the chin.
Yeah, and that's all Kenny Courageous' fault. He just caused abuse to a woman. Do you even try to condone anything like that? Do you even like when a man attacks a woman like that? She was an unsuspected victim.
You didn't say anything when Jamie Olsen got accosted by Renee Von Peebles.
That
now
happened
you're
because
worried
a
about
woman
it.
was attacking a woman. That's totally different.
That's the champ, Kenny Courageous,
That is
defends
within
his
the same intergender.
title with honor and dignity like always, and the fans coming up to give him his props.
What kind of dignity is it when you allow a woman to be victimized like that? What kind of dignity is it when you give a man a brain buster onto a pink chair? Tell him, Nick.
Doesn't matter how he did it, he's still the champ. Kenny Courageous defends his title, and the cartel is once again defeated.
You know, this sort of stuff makes me sick. But you know what? There is something that's in the air, and it's called tension. And you know what that means, tension?
Is it tension or the garbage smell that's coming off of you from last month?
Oh, it's worse than the garbage smell coming out of me.
They call it Coast. That's a soap.
I have
you
garbage.
put it on yourself and wash it off.
Yeah, you know what? All the garbage in the entire world doesn't measure up to the tension that's in this air right now. lives are going to be totally altered for real,
I haven't seen that
forever
much
tonight.
I haven't seen that much wobbly Dayglow since the crowbar.
Let me tell you something. Air Rent, what do I call you?
You can call me whatever
Arndt,
you like.
Mr. Arndt. I should call you Mr. Arndt because you don't ever have anything
I might
figured
go
out.
with Softcore Steve from the halftime show.
Yeah, you were glowing during intermission. This
I
is the ultimate main event. Let's go up to the ring.
It is sponsored by the Social Media Development Group. It is a 30-man over-the-top Lucked Out Rumble. The winner will get an opportunity for the championship of their choosing. Introducing the first person from Los Angeles, California, weighing 210 pounds, David Desire.
The locker room tonight is full of individuals who want to break out of their shell and to give the best performance of their lives.
David Desire has all the tools to be champion in this league, and
He's
is
the
going to showcase
newest
them.
member of the Caribbean Cartel 2, which means he has backup. And in this match, you need all of the friends that you can get because it's the most dangerous match in all of professional wrestling. You have multiple bodies surrounding you at any given period of time. It's every man for themselves. And you have to be concerned at any given time when all those arms and legs approach you that you're not swallowed by all of the masses that are going to try to take you under or toss you out of the ring over the top rope and to the floor.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
You know, in this company, it's about competing, okay? There are individuals from competing organizations. I'm not going to sugarcoat this at all, okay? The two of you know there are a lot of conflicting personalities back there that are going to be in that ring, and they're going to want to rip each other's hearts right out of their chests just to get a chance at the next opportunity to be a CTW heavyweight champion down the road. And Desire's got the worst draw of the bunch. Being number one, how do you survive those odds? It's virtually impossible. You got to be in there from start to finish.
And things just got worse for Desire because look who he's fighting to start the Rumble.
The environment is fierce. Okay, this is a sensational environment. It is extraordinary, downright impressive, and I can't believe that we're going to be watching history go down. And if you're not hyped for this, you need to get out of this building right now.
Joe
if you're
Heisman,
watching this online,
he is my
and
odds-on favorite to take home the trophy tonight, and he comes in at number 2. He's got yeoman's work.
He got a bad draw, Arndt. Okay, he's got to fight 29 others to have a chance to win a golden ticket opportunity for a CTW Heavyweight Championship whenever he wants. And look at this, Desire's gonna get around this issue. What these two?
And we're underway outside
They're not allowed
the ring.
to start the fight on the floor. That's not right.
Joe Heisman versus David Desire. It is the Lucked Out Rumble, and we're underway.
Here we go, Irish whip, drop kick by David Desire on
We got
Joe
new
Heisman.
talents, established veterans,
Oh,
and surprise entries that will shock and amaze you. Obscurity to superstardom for one of these two is at stake. You got rivals from other organizations, all for the fight to be a champion. There's a title shot on the line, and it's guaranteed.
David Desire acquitting himself well against the legend that is Joe Heisman, one of the surprise participants in the Lucked Out Rumble match.
It's the biggest, most unpredictable main event in CTW history. Joe Heisman at a disadvantage. He was already in a match earlier tonight against Christopher St. Michael in a losing effort. Will tonight be his night to rebound from that and win this 30-man
I think we all remember what happened when David Desire turned his back on his former tag team partner, Miles Silky Mercer, thus taking care of my tag team, Silky Desire, which I love the naming rights.
There was a tag team unity there. Desire had a partner, and that partner, Miles Mercer, did not live up to his end of the deal. As a matter of fact, I have
Speak
a
of the devil!
funny
Speak of
feeling
the
that-
devil, it's Silky Mercer!
Well,
He's
how
in
about
the
this?
ring!
And you know that
And he's
Mercer
going
wants a
straight
piece of
for
David
You
Desire.
want to talk about bad blood? There's bad blood in the ring right now.
This tag team fell apart.
Joe
and
Heisman
now
is going to
it's-
sit and be a spectator.
You might as well. Anyone could be in this one with the title shot on the line. It's the luck of the draw, and the most dangerous match in wrestling. You got to be worried about who comes in next. Multiple men attacking you from any and all angles. It's every
And
man for
once
themselves.
again, you're not going to you're not going to pull the wool over a Joe Heisman's eyes. He is the opportunist, and he has got more in-ring skill and smarts than just about any
Wait a
athlete I've
minute.
ever
I
seen.
thought you thought that Heisman was going to be on Mercer's side in all this, and it turns out he's not. So whose side is he on?
He's on Heisman's side
Yeah,
because he
he's
wants
fighting
a
his
shot
own-
at that title.
Yeah, exactly.
Every
Series
man
of
for himself,
chops in
Kenton.
the corner. and
Top
they're-
tag teams are being tested here, whether they're together in unity or in separation.
Uh-oh.
There's going to be weight divisions that are going to clash here. You're going
Participant-
to have cruiserweights against heavyweights. You're going to see people that are invading this company from different places. I mean, it's just an expectation.
It's participant number 4. You saw him backstage. It is Nathaniel Grimm of the Dominion. The white masks are back in Midlothian.
This man, Nathaniel Grimm, finds a way to win at any and all costs. He's got youth, and he's got a target in his vision, and right here, he can get in there,
He's
and he
taking
can
his
cause
time.
a lot of damage. You're going to do this, Grimm. You're going to do this, Grimm. Get in there and show them what you're about. Show them what you're about. You can do this.
Oh, my God. That's why you're not a champion, Grimm.
Nick, hang in there. You can pitch in anytime you're ready.
Joe Heisman is holding the ropes open.
Well, David Desire going to work on Miles Mercer here.
The Ripper, Victor Wade.
And
Talk
how does
about
that happen?
numbers.
How does that happen?
The Dominion get to pick the draws right behind one another.
It's the
back
other
to
half
back.
of the Dominion, Victor the Ripper Wade.
I think the two of them should just get in the ring and clear the ring by
The
themselves.
Dominion is united. This spells bad trouble.
This is too easy. Take that guy, Miles Mercer, and send him off the cliff right now.
Conform, revolt, reborn. The Dominion are
Yeah,
in the
learn
ring.
a lesson. I'm
Miles
surprised you know how to
Mercer in
read.
trouble here.
Become one of the
Heisman and Desire have him up over that top rope. He's
Become one of the
almost out.
painted faces. It's about time you guys figured out what this was all about.
Now Grimm goes to
5
work.
men in the ring. 5 quality superstars.
Technically
forearm.
sound as Victor Wade, and he's got youth on his side. And now with the numbers starting to mount against Miles Mercer, his timing is just about done, and CTW's lucked out. Oh, 4-man bomb. Well done. Wait a second. Who's the?
And here comes Justice
Again?
Jones. Here comes
Again?
Justice Jones.
He's back
It's
again?
Justice Jones.
Man, he got a pretty lousy draw being at number 6, but he's going to try to invade this territory.
One of the most
Number 6, Justice Jones.
Oh,
and Grimm is
Grimm's
out.
out.
And Heisman
There
is
goes
out.
Heisman.
Look at this
My
man
God.
dismantle everybody right
And,
fight.
and the Ripper is out. That's 3 in a row.
Three out of
Justice Jones is destroying the ring. Has 4 in a row.
Whoa! David Desire.
Justice Jones has cleaned the ring.
He didn't have a lot of desire in his system after all. Huh?
Justice Jones has cleaned the ring out.
Miles
there were
Mercer
5,
is
now
trying
there
to
is
give
1.
it the fight of his life, but he's up against a very dangerous heavyweight fortress of the ring, who already has a victory against Hardcore Craig earlier tonight.
Moody and Moxie in the halftime show said Justice Jones would be formidable.
He's
they
the
were
odds-on
just whistling
favorite now.
Dixie.
There's nobody that's going to throw this guy out.
Justice
Jones
Jones
is here with Xavier, and although Xavier might be out with an injury, money, power, respect rule this ring. Look at this big pickup by Justice Jones. He's going to try to press him over the
Here
top.
comes the young gun,
Wait.
Jake Andrews.
Jake Andrews. Watch out!
Oh, my God! Oh,
Big
my God!
flying
Justice
power bomb on
Jones!
Mercer on a 4-man on the floor.
He just won a
Justice
5-pack.
Jones has destroyed the crash-tested wrestling. Well, Jake Andrews now, you think you're going to do damage to this brick wall of a human being?
Justice Jones doesn't even feel
Look at the look on his face. He's like, what the heck is that? Is that an insect? Oh, for goodness sakes. He's really chopped him in.
Justice Jones has eliminated the Dominion. He's eliminated, and there goes the Dominion. Very quick exit tonight for the Dominion.
Oh, this is very
Joe Heisman.
questionable conduct.
God bless Joe Heisman. Tough son of a gun. There
Gentlemen,
goes David
you don't
Desire.
get
and
multiple
out
chances.
goes Andrews.
There's Jake Andrews sent to the outside, and Mercer is still hurt. He fell back and head first onto that unforgiving gymnasium
Justice
floor.
Jones has destroyed everybody in his wake.
Whoa! 6 feet 5 inches of Montezuma to face Justice Jones. It's monster against monster. Finally, we're going to see the heavyweights clash. And Jones, you better turn around because this is one hairy beast of a man that loves to feast on flesh.
I hate to agree with Steve Kenton, so I won't.
This should be very interesting as the two heavyweights go nose to nose. 6 feet 5 inches tall. In one fell swoop, Montezuma can change everything in this match. And look at the swinging right hands. They've done some damage to Justice Jones in the corner. Interesting that we have two of the rule breakers of the ring going at it here. And Montezuma with a head of steam hits that splash in the corner.
Justice Jones has eliminated 7 men tonight.
Jones hanging in there by a
Montezuma comes
Watch
charging,
out.
but
back body drop and he fell
Here comes
headfirst.
Hardcore Craig!
Hardcore Craig is back. Who invited him into this match? This isn't illegal. He shouldn't be in this match
Justice
right now.
Jones eliminated 8 men, and now Hardcore Craig
This
is
shouldn't be
on him
allowed.
like white on rice.
Big back elbow smash by Craig. Come on, Jones. You were able to avoid the disaster earlier. How come you can't now? Get out of the way. Toss this guy out of the ring.
Hardcore Craig making an impact in this ring.
Whoever invited
Justice
him back
Jones
into this match should
is
be
at
out.
a loss right now.
Yeah, he should be taken out of the street and mugged. Oh,
Big
there's
boot.
There you go. Really distort his vision and his smell. Yeah, that'll take everything out of you.
low blow by Justice Jones.
Totally
on
legal.
Hardcore
Totally
Craig.
legal, may I make a mention of.
What an amazing start to the Lucked Out Rumble match. Justice Jones
Oh, we're
eliminating
not even halfway done yet.
7
You have
combatants
no
in a row.
idea. But what?
No, wait a minute.
You
It can't be.
serious?
It's the worm.
No way.
Is he here?
Tag team champion,
Is he
27
here?
years as a pro.
It's Scotty Too Hottie.
Enhancement
It's Scotty
talent
Too
to the
Hottie.
masses. Yeah, he weathered the storm, and he's the man that hit the worm.
The
at
worm
multiple
is in the building.
WrestleManias is Too Cool with Grandmaster Sexay. All right, now you have half of Too Cool in there. What's he gonna do? He might be on Justice Jones' side. I think Aaron Xavier has given Scotty Too Hottie a nice
Aaron
chunk
Xavier
of change.
pleading with Justice Jones to turn around.
Whoa, Scotty Too Hottie apparently is not on the side of MPR after all. What is this guy doing in this match anyways?
He's a legend. He can be anywhere he damn well wants. It's Scotty Too freaking Hottie.
Well, the crowd is already
The crowd is
hooting
amped.
like
We are
owls.
amped in Midlothian.
This is
Hardcore
unfair.
Craig
It's
has him
2-on-1. This can't be happening. Let go of him, for goodness sakes.
Death Valley Driver.
Oh, darn goodness. This isn't right. Justice Jones needs backup right here. This isn't fair.
Justice Jones is in a bad way.
This isn't a hip-hop culture fest. What are we doing here?
And Scotty Too Hottie tells Aaron Xavier without a doubt he's number 1. And out
Oh,
goes Justice
for goodness
Jones.
sakes, Jones is out.
The power and
No
money,
way.
power and respect is
No
done.
way. I don't believe any of this. Oh,
And here he goes. Oh, my God.
Time for a fireball.
Say it ain't so.
You
It's the most evil man on the planet. It's Fallout Ace Bradley.
You know, I have some admiration for
The
this man,
hangman's
even
noose
though
in tow.
he wasn't able to finish what I wanted him to start. But the truth of the matter is he's here, and at Crash Tested Wrestling's Lucked Out, he is now an odds-on. What is he doing
There
sitting
is
on a
not
fan's
a
lap?
worse seed in this business than the Fallout Ace Bradley.
I don't know. Are we going to see
Death and carnage follow him wherever he may
we're
go.
going to see chop drops and dances now? What is this all about? Everybody's clapping all of a sudden. We're all waiting for Justice Jones to get to his feet. Fallout Ace Bradley's just watching this like a movie.
Hey, you know what? Give Justice Jones a little respect. He eliminated 8 men.
Oh, dear.
Wait a minute.
This ring is filling up with a lot of combustible elements, and Ace Bradley
And it's
is
mosh.
now
It's
stuck.
the Headbangers mosh. Ace Bradley between a rock and a mosh place.
I have to admit, this is a little amusing because this guy couldn't help me to win my company and total control. I think he does deserve a bit of his own taste of his own medicine.
fire in your face and burns your skull.
Well, you know what?
But I love you.
If he burns me, I'll put you in front of me so that you get an equal treatment. How does that sound? You want fireballs up in your cranium?
Only you would talk about that.
Yeah,
on the
maybe
air.
you'll get smarter after you get a little bit of hair knocked blown off.
Meanwhile,
and bursted
Scotty
off
Too
of your head.
Hottie in the ring, along with Hardcore Craig. And wait a minute, look who's joining us at the broadcast table. It's the man, the myth, the legend that is Windy City AC.
I got 12 kids to feed. Stay off of this commentary table. I thought I was here by myself. What the heck are you doing here?
Kitten, I got you out here because you're a terrible general manager, and I wanted to see how good you would be on commentary.
Well, the odds aren't getting any better for Ace Bradley. Now it's 4-on-1, it looks like. Did you do this on purpose?
I did this definitely on purpose last year. Ace Bradley won the match becoming the CTW heavyweight champion, and I was not going to allow that today. So we made sure that Ace Bradley would have some competition.
How is this
match.
supposed to be luck of the draw if he's going to get attacked and blindsided like this? This isn't fair.
This is what best was for business, Kenton.
Best for who? Best for you, so you can giggle and go home and have fun and enjoy it and show it to all your friends. I'm running for political office and I make entertainment on the side.
Kenton, I didn't know if you noticed, but in the ring there's a match going on.
Yeah, it's called Ace Bradley getting his official funeral right here at the hands of the Headbangers, Hardcore Craig and Scotty Too Hotty. And there's more surprises
and the countdown
to come,
for the next combatant has begun.
Oh, for goodness sakes, they lofted him 20 feet in the air before they dumped him on his face.
And here comes the King. Here comes King Kong.
Whose side is he on?
It's Godzilla all rolled into one monster
Wait a second,
package.
whose side is he on? Because these two were at odds last month and wanted to eat each other alive.
Business has just picked up. If you're making a checklist right now in Crash Tested Wrestling, in the ring you have Scotty Too Hotty, the Headbangers, and Hardcore Craig against the Plague. It doesn't get any better than that.
I don't know if they're on the same
and a
side.
Donnybrook ensues.
Aaron, to be totally honest with you, I don't even think that Bradley has his wits about himself to defend himself at this rate. Well, now we got a smorgasbord of tag team crazy units here. And
Here
probably
we go, Hardcore Craig.
Oh, flying forearm by Craig.
Slashes BOW.
Yeah,
and here comes Scotty Too Hotty.
You gotta go after the fresh man every time you can,
into the corner.
so you can weaken him because he can cause the most damage at this point.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, wait a minute, you know what that means. You know what that means.
Well, Ace Bradley's down, and we're moments away from seeing another entrant and potentially a chop drop, but we're waiting for Screwball to get in the ring, and he just hurt himself. He hurt his leg.
Are we gonna see a double work here?
I don't know if the ring is big enough to support all the humanity that is suddenly. BOW has come to life all of a sudden, and he's attacking Thrasher, but he got eye gouged by Mosh in the process.
Hardcore Craig is about to do permanent damage to Screwball.
He's trying to break his plumbing there. Screwball doesn't have any feeling down below
Meanwhile,
anymore.
Scotty Too Hotty is about to destroy Midlothian, and everybody came to see it.
They don't know how to spell.
R-M.
Wait a minute, you can't do
It's
that.
the worm! It's the worm in Midlothian! It's the
yeah.
worm! Who? Down he goes!
It's the worm right here only on the LRP network. And those who's watching at home, I'm glad you tuned in today to see this great
Whoa,
match
Craig
tonight.
took the
Out
fall
goes
at the
Hardcore
hands of
Craig.
Screwball. And what was that move that Scotty Too Hotty just did, Nick?
That was the worm.
Oh, that was the worm. Okay, I was just double checking. I don't know what they were spelling. I don't know if they spelled room or toilet seat or whatever they were spelling. Who's this? Got more members of Smash and Flasher here. They're the ones that recently lost the CTW United States Tag Team titles, almost partially due to Teddy Long when they interjected.
This arena is absolutely on fire.
I will be on
Whether
fire.
you are in attendance or you're watching on the LRP network, a melee is ensuing.
Harris
I
is
will be
paired
on
off with
fire.
BOW in the corner.
I'll be on fire as well for one of the hottest tag teams, one of the hottest tag teams here at CTW. And I tell you this much, they're not done in that tag team division. And the roof went on fire for Flash Harris coming out here.
Well, Flash Harris wants a piece of the pie. He wants Justice Jones. He wants Aaron Xavier. He wants Deron Banks. What's he doing going after Brutus Owen Wesker?
Hey,
that doesn't make any
this
sense.
is the opportunity for the CTW Heavyweight
Yeah, I
Championship.
get it. I get it, Windy City AC. It's every man for themselves. Everybody's going to go at it for the purpose of becoming the next man to challenge for the title. Now Mitch Blake is in there, so all of a sudden we got a rematch of the tag team battle from earlier. If the Headbangers and the Rage go at it, it looks like Blake's going after the big man. BOW apparently one of the biggest threats in the ring.
Well,
Blake senses it.
Blake is on his way out here to even the odds for his brother Screwball. He's telling him.
Hold on! Whoa! Did Mosh just eliminated Scotty Too Hotty.
Scotty Too Hotty is out of this match.
Well, Scotty Too Hotty is 1/3 of Too Cool, but not the Headbangers, and apparently it's every man for themselves, and Scotty Too Hotty was not aware of his surroundings, and he just simply came into the picture at the wrong place at the wrong
Scotty
time.
Too Hot, he came and dazzled Midlothian, I'll tell you that right now.
Windy City AC, was that your grand prize? I don't understand what the purpose of that was.
My money was on Scotty Too Hotty, but unfortunately he got eliminated. But here coming out now is where my money can lie, and that's with.
There's a lot of music being played, and here comes
Mike Strong.
Yeah, one of the
Mike
youngest and
Strong.
most exciting tag team competitors that has ever stepped foot in any professional wrestling ring in the past couple of years.
And I think they're going to eliminate here the first ever winner of a Lucked Out match.
Former tag team champions. They
Ace
are the
Bradley.
ones that have the rights around here, and they're going to try to take it out on the Plague,
Ace
who I
Bradley.
think have a very loose partnership at this point.
Ace Bradley avoids elimination there. BOW getting chopped in the corner, being worked over by the Rage.
I find this a little odd that the Rage and the Headbangers are seeing eye to eye here. I guess
Oh,
not.
that was short-lived.
Steve Aaron, let me ask you a question. Based off of who you see in the ring today, who is your pick
Whoa,
for
Thrasher
the next
gets rid of Mitch
CTW champion?
Relatively easily.
You know what? I'll tell you, that's a great question, Windy City AC. A true general manager asks great questions like that. So it's good that
Screwball
we
has
got to it right
Mosh
now.
on
My
the
money,
ropes here.
unfortunately, is probably on the big fella.
Oh,
The
dear.
monster Brutus Owen, because in a
Mosh
match
is
like
out.
this, it's every man for himself, and nobody's going to get that guy out of the ring.
Awesome.
And that's Louis. You're going to be in trouble, Louis.
Louis the Wrench Morales is now on his way to the ring.
I don't think Louis wants any part of this.
Well, he's had a long history against Smash and Flash in the past, and he doesn't have any of his cartel allies in that ring, and he's pretty much on his own. Which members of the Headbangers have officially been eliminated? Have both of them been ousted?
I think they've both been eliminated from
We
this
have had a lot
match.
of eliminations because you have been talking.
Oh, really? It's all
I
my
want you to
fault.
look to your right and look at Windy City AC. That's
Yeah,
how
the
general
man who
managers
stole my
do.
company from under me. I gotta feed my 12 kids, for goodness sakes.
You are a very busy man, I see, Kenton. That's why you wasn't able to run this.
The
company
Headbangers, great showing tonight, eliminated at the moment. It looks like Screwball also
And there's
eliminated.
Brutus Owen Wester showing his power, choke slamming Mike Strong 12 feet in the air onto his backside.
Here comes Tyler Sunday into the
Yeah,
ring.
get
now.
Tyler Sunday arrives.
Get your popsicle sticks ready, because this guy's gonna make sure that they're frozen on impact.
Hey, he is one half of that dynamite new tag team, the Dazzling Sundays.
Yeah, the
No.
Dazzling Sundays,
Let me
right?
tell you the official name for that group, Steve. They're the Dazzling Sprinkles.
The
All
Dazzling, I
right.
like it even better,
Yes,
the Dazzling
sir.
I'm
Sprinkles.
getting a brain freeze just thinking about it. This is disgusting. I've never heard of anything so gross in my life.
Well, that's why you're not the general manager. Kid, not make the decisions
Ah,
around here.
Yeah, your whole entire ring is turning into a colorful mess of miscellaneous body parts
Tyler
and fallen
Sunday.
debris.
Tyler Sunday just got kicked right in the cherries.
Mike Strong
there you
with
go.
the big splash onto the cartel leader, Louis the Wrench
Right
Morales.
now, the Plague is coming into their own, and they are inflicting their own brand of punishment.
Yeah, but they're doing it individually, Errant. They're not doing it
Flash
collectively
Harris
as
was
a
not
unit.
eliminated. He was sent through the middle row.
Oh, well, here comes the real deal, Rion
It's
Skills.
Rion Skills,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Midlothian
Big
is on
Chris
fire
Master
It
again.
just picked up.
And
It
he's
just picked up tonight.
Ace Bradley took a fall to the outside through the middle and top rope to the outside, but he has not been officially eliminated. We have two referees on site watching all the action, and Rion Skills now has to be figured in based off of his decent draw. As
Louis the
potential-
Wrench is
Wow,
gone.
Mike Strong
Mike
got
Strong.
rid of Louis the Wrench Morales right there, and
Mike
the ring has
Strong.
dwindled down. We originally had as many as 8 people in the ring, and now, so all of a sudden, the numbers
Good
are
Lord.
starting to change up here. Well, we got a bit of a confrontation on the outside, a stare down between members on opposite sides of that 10-man tag team match from Destiny. Rion Skills and Ace Bradley looking at eyeballing each other from afar.
Well,
Sunday down counting stars.
Ace Bradley was on the losing team, Rion on the winning team,
Mike
so we know
Strong
what's
is
going to
big.
happen here.
No, you should have won this. You should have won this match. It's all yours.
I don't think it was ever his.
Is this Aaron Xavier or Deron
No,
Banks?
this
Who's
is
it?
Deron Banks.
Deron Banks.
Oh,
one
big
half
suplex by
of the
Rion
championship
Skills.
And here
Ace
comes,
Bradley.
here comes the, I don't know if he's the money or the respect, but he's damn good.
His feet are glowing in
There
the dark.
he is. I'm
Yeah,
watching for you.
you're the champ. You're the best that there is.
The
You need to dominate, Banks. Open up that vault and take care of business. Look at that attire. Nobody's got attire quite like
Here
this
comes
man.
Mr. Banks is returning to the broadcast table.
Even his feet glow in the dark.
Well, let me make this
Can't deal with
perfectly
that.
clear.
Oh, wait a minute. Ace Bradley
happening, brother?
almost eliminated by Tyler Sunday.
We got the champ sitting at the
last
broadcast table.
Yeah,
you
he
got
does-
time. You got plenty of time.
Ace Bradley.
Well, I will say this
Still-
about the tag team champs. Very impressive win last month with the debut of Justice Jones, but we'll deal with that with a major announcement we'll make here for next month's match later on.
He's got a
you know
major
what?
announcement for you, buddy.
You know what? They beat 2 tag teams in 1 match in one night thanks to Teddy Long. They made it a
Oh,
happening.
well, here
It's
comes
Jared
my
Priest.
man.
It's
Here,
Jared Priest.
Here.
The demigod has arrived.
I'm telling you this, my
This
money.
isn't fair. How did he get allowed to get a drawing like this? He shouldn't be in the match right
I'm
now.
the boss, and here comes the man that's going to win this match.
How is this supposed to be random, Windy City AC? It's like you rigged this from the jump, and now Ace Bradley is silly putty in the hands of Jared Priest right now.
Man,
This
look
isn't
at-
fair. He's the
That's
MVP
fine.
of Destiny, and he might
I
be
gotta
the
look
MVP
pretty.
of this event, Lucked Out 2.
That's a
Ace
pretty
Bradley's
title. That's
outnumbered.
because
This
you're the
isn't fair.
Well, let me say this about Jared Priest. Jared Priest is a monster. I had to fight him thanks to former general manager Kenton at Whiplash, and I'm telling you, he's the man that's going to win this Lucked Out match tonight.
You know, if anyone can eliminate the plague by himself, like he's shown before, it's Jared Priest. And I don't know what you feed that turkey, but he is in charge, he is large, and he is ruling the ring right now, okay? I'll give you the credit. He's the man that won the whole entire company for you.
Well, here comes Willie.
What the heck is he doing?
Urban American
You
Willie.
dumped garbage on my head, and I will not stand for it. If it's my last dying wish, I'm going to make sure you don't survive this. He shouldn't be in this match at all. He dumped garbage on my flipping head.
You deserve.
I am not a piece of trash.
You are, Kenton.
No,
you are a
I'm
piece of
not.
trash.
I'm anything but trash.
Kenton, can I hear some play-by-play going here?
I got 12 kids.
Nick, Steve, tell me what's going on here in the match right
Well,
now.
right now, Willie the Bomb Richardson has gotten in the ring along with Jared Priest, and business has just picked up. And I still have Mr. Banks at ringside, who is calculatedly waiting his time, picking his options, because that's how money, power, and respect roll.
You have some of the most highly ranked competitors in all of Crash
looking
Tested
good,
Wrestling
too.
in the same ring at the same time for something that matters the most to each and every one of them. They will literally destroy themselves and each other to get that title shot.
Here comes Christopher St. Michael.
Well, here's another in the fit. What do you got these back-to-back Windy City AC supporters for?
And the
This
odds
is
are very
horrendous.
good right now. Jared Priest has his partner.
There's no way Evil can triumph under these odds. This is horrendous.
I'm a very fair guy.
You're a fair guy. Then give everybody a
Hey,
chance.
you got 2 members of the Plague out there, 2 members.
They don't see eye to eye. They don't even know what the heck is he doing with that.
That's the hangman's rope. Something bad is going to happen right now.
We're going to lasso all the victims. We've got fan favorites all over the place, and Willie Richardson's going to teach Mike Strong a lesson. There you go. Eat that potato. Do you know he nearly slapped the taste out of my mouth last month? That was totally uncalled
While
for
you were
as well.
talking, Rion Skills is being choked out by Fallout Ace Bradley on the outside of the ring.
Good. That's the way it should be. Maybe he'll turn into the skull that's sitting on his behind.
I don't know what that means, but Jared Priest saves Rion for now.
He's a walking zombie in the hands of Ace Bradley. That's just a matter of time.
It's Matt Creed!
What
Matt
the heck
Creed
is
is
this guy
back at
doing
Crash
here?
Tested Wrestling!
What
Matt
is he-
Creed!
He likes to show up every year around this time and then disappear. What the heck is this guy doing here?
Matt Creed is back!
The only man to defeat Ace Bradley, along with, I don't know, James Storm and a very select few others one-on-one. And now Matt Creed has entered the ring, and his music is playing endlessly.
And Tyler Sunday eliminated by BOW.
I'm glad that Twinkie man is watching all the footage and is eating the sponge cakes and the goodies. Here's Christopher St. Michael stomping the daylights out of Flash Harris in the corner.
Christopher St. Michael.
There's a lot
Jared
of fallen
Priest.
partnerships. I remember when Creed and Ace Bradley had a history together. Sometimes people thought that they were long-lost brothers. Now they're against one another in this every man for themselves battle for supremacy.
I guess Fallout Ace Bradley doesn't have a very long memory because he has gone after Creed specifically.
Well, he's going to try to suffocate the guy and knock him out at this point.
Well, here comes Johnny Andrews.
Yeah,
He's
but he
called
doesn't
the
have
sexiest man alive.
Yeah, but he's got absolutely nobody to help him. He's by himself.
It
There's
is
no
every-
cartel members, and he's got to deal with the plague and everybody else in
It's
there.
every man for itself.
He is the reborn Johnny Andrews.
Yeah, but at least he's got some strength. At least he's got some youth behind him. At least he's fresh and he's got a good draw.
Right now, the original Plague is tussling in one corner of the ring. It's Ace Bradley and BOW versus Jared Priest.
I kind of doubt Johnny Andrews and if he's even still with the cartel.
And here comes the odds are evened up as St. Michael is with Jared Priest.
Man, this has
it
been
is
going
the
on
Plague versus Plague again.
This is Crash Givings and Storm on 94 and
Priest
the
and St. Michael's.
Whiplashes.
Priest
Yeah.
and St. Michael's did it
Back
once.
and
They can
forth
do it
these
again.
What's going on here? Wait a minute.
Whose side is it?
No.
Whose side is
Wait
it?
a minute.
No.
No,
This can't
don't
happen.
do this.
This can't
Don't
happen.
do this, St.
No,
Michael's.
No.
Don't do this, St.
No.
Michael's.
No.
Chris.
Is St. Michael's actually supporting Ace Bradley and BOW and all this?
Is this a new Plague? What is going on here,
Well,
St. Michael's?
Undeniable Elliot Paul
Oh, my God.
has entered
Elliot
this
Paul
match,
of the Young
and
Guns
he
is
is
in the ring now, too.
suffocating everybody right now.
There is absolute.
This St. Michael's just turned on Jared Priest before our very eyes.
It's every man for
It's
themselves.
unbelievable.
How do you know that he turned on him?
It looks like the
he's just
Plague is
following
stronger
the
than
rules
ever.
of the match. He's trying to better his
He's
chances
not
of
fighting
winning.
the Plague. He's fighting his own brother there. I took months to mend that relationship.
Wait a minute.
Were you at all
Mr.
following
Banks?
along?
Mr. Banks
Were you
is on
at
the
all-
sneak.
Were you at
Mr.
all
Banks
paying
is on the
attention to
sneak.
any of this? What? Banks
And
just,
Mr. Banks eliminates one half of Smash and Flash.
Oh, wow. Remember, T-Bron?
Banks just cashed him out. And he got
T-Bron Banks is still in this match.
Yeah,
despite
Banks
the
is
fact that he's
amazing.
sitting over here.
This is
Mr.
the
Banks.
funniest thing I've ever seen before.
They just call him the smartest man in the room.
Yeah, well, I wish Justice Jones was as smart, and then he would have backup
All right.
here. Oh, we got a dazzling one. This is the other half of the ice cream factory. What did you call them?
No, they're the dazzling sprinkles. Get
Yeah.
it right, Kenton.
The sprinkling desires, or whatever you call them. I don't know.
Steve, Aaron, and Nick. Give me some play-by-play here.
Okay, we got all
looks like
kinds
Willie
of stuff
the Bomb
happening.
and
Ace Bradley has Jared Priest in the corner. Jared Priest
Will
is taking
somebody
punch.
eliminate
And
Willie?
Creed
out
is
goes
out.
Creed by Rion Skills. Rion Skills eliminates Creed.
I'll
and
give
here goes Mr. Banks again. He's running around.
I'll give
Flash
a bonus
Harris.
to
Flash
anybody
Harris
that,
is looking for
oh,
Mr. Banks.
undeniable Elliot Paul sent to the outside by Ace Bradley. Willie the Bomb Richardson. Anybody that gets rid of him, I'll give them a bonus on the spot. I'll give them a high five.
Oh,
I'll hug them.
Oh, look at that. Donnie Desire, I don't know if he's liking it or if that's pain for him.
No, Ace Bradley was just digging ditches. He was just looking for something
And
down
Donnie,
there.
Donnie is hung up. He's hung up on the
illegal
ropes.
in his pants. He can't have it.
Yeah!
Oh!
Yeah, machine!
Oh, my
machine!
God!
The machine!
Yes!
The monster is here!
Yes!
It's the monster
Get
machine!
him! Get him, machine! You're the man! Get him! Get in that ring and finish him now! Take out Willie the Bomb.
sit down.
I don't want to sit down. I got 12 kids on the line. I want to watch this. There you
Shut
go.
up and sit
Something
down.
daylights on a Riyadh Skills. Make him wish and believe that he never was in this match in the first place.
Meanwhile, back in the ring.
Guys, I'm going to turn it back over to you. I'm upset with what I'm seeing thus far. I need to go handle some business.
All right, thank
yeah,
you.
go handle your business because apparently whatever you had planned isn't working in your favor.
Zip it. Show some respect to the general manager.
Johnny Andrews has been eliminated in this matchup by BOW. The machine number 30. What a luck of the draw for the
Dazzling
machine.
Donnie, what a guy.
Come on, BOW, get rid of Willie. He's
The
nothing but a
machine
pest.
and Rion Skills in the
He's
on the
everything-
one corner.
he's everything
Jared
that's wrong
Priest
with
on the
wrestling.
other corner.
Yeah,
We've got Deron Banks. Mr. Banks is finally in the match, and he's squaring off against Fallout Ace Bradley.
I
Willie
think
the
it's
Bomb
official.
against Brutus Owen
These
Wesker.
are the last 8 men in this lucked out gauntlet royale. One of these 8 men is guaranteed to have the next time.
No!
Oh, yeah! Yes! 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 BOW has done it! Willie is an afterthought. Thank goodness.
Willie the Bomb eliminated by BOW.
You tossed trash on my head. He tossed you out like you're yesterday's garbage. There's his rest of his career as it sails by.
Oh my God, look at this. In the middle of the ring, it's the two
No,
monsters.
no,
It's
don't-
the two monsters, BOW and the machine.
No, do your damage and get rid of Rion next, and then take Priest out of this thing because he needs to be eliminated from this
Everybody
whole mess,
still
too.
loves the Bomb. Willie Richardson, one of the class acts of this organization.
Yeah,
Not tonight, though.
Yeah, he couldn't hang with BOW. Not in this ring, not at full strength. And now the
BOW
two monsters of the
and the
ring are
machine
going
going
toe-to-toe
at it.
in this ring.
Monster versus monster.
It's like
evil versus
Godzilla.
evil. The unstoppable force meeting the immovable object.
Okay,
It's
guys.
like Godzilla versus King Kong.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I went back there just to book a massive match
for next month, and those that's watching at home, we're going to announce it live on the Facebook page by the end of the night. So make sure you stay tuned to the Facebook page. That's Crash Tested Wrestling at Facebook to hear a massive announcement for next month's match when we return to Midlothian,
Is
Illinois.
Mickey James going to go and sing a song for us? Is that what's going to happen?
That's how you general manage right there. That's how you do it. And we're going to be in
he
Munster.
announced that something's going to happen, but he doesn't even know what it's going to be.
Aaron Xavier's out here now.
Yeah, that's some general manager for you.
Aaron
Rion
Xavier.
Skills, right hand to Ace Bradley. Mr. Banks has a level of freshness. This man is the last man remaining from MPR in this match as a tag team champion. He could become a dual champion in this company
BOW is
if he can
taking
win
it to
this
Jared
match.
Priest, really taking it to him.
Nick, who do you feel will be the winner? This is the last man in the match right now. Out of the pick that you have, who can be the next CTW heavyweight champion, number one contender?
Yeah, Nick, tell us.
Well, I said earlier my pick was Rion Skills, but BOW has been dominant in this thing so far.
No, you got to talk about the man that last entered this ring with the best draw, the freshest man. It's Machine. Machine has been unstoppable. If it wasn't for Billy Gunn, he would be the CTW World Heavyweight Champion
Jared
right
Priest
now.
in a desperation maneuver knocks the teeth out of the mouth of St. Michael.
He should have. Steve Aaron, who do you feel will be the next CTW heavyweight number one contender based off
I'll
the
tell
man
you
have
what,
here?
I'll tell you what. I thought I had my money on BOW, but right now my money is on Mr. Banks. The man sat here calculating at the ringside, waiting for people to be eliminated, and now he's fresh. Even though he's getting beat right now, he's the freshest man in the ring side of Machine, and he's also the smartest man in the ring.
Banks just had all that baby oil knocked right off of his skin by BOW. That's not very nice.
Well, if Banks win this match, he can go on and face Kenny Courageous,
Yeah,
who
and
won
he-
his match earlier,
Yeah,
and
and
be
he-
the first ever to hold the CTW Tag Team Champions and Heavyweight Champion at the same time.
Yeah, and he can buy himself some more shinier shoes.
Like
that
him,
have multiple
like him or
colors sticking
not,
out.
you can't argue with the fact that money, power, and respect are as talented as it gets here in Crash Tested Wrestling.
Now here's
They
Xavier back
represent
in
the
the fold.
brand with distinction.
Banks has not been eliminated.
Jared
He's still
Priest is in
outside the
trouble
ring.
now.
Meanwhile, Jared Priest is in a big bad way.
Machine standing all
Look at
over
this.
Rion.
Look at this. If there wasn't any doubt that Christopher St. Michaels is on the side of BOW and
Priest
followed Ace
barely
And
Bradley.
Priest hangs
hanging
on.
on.
Priest hangs on. He didn't get eliminated. Priest
Yeah.
hangs on.
Yeah, keep
Are you
shouting.
telling me? Are you
Keep
trying to tell
shouting
me
there,
that
Aaron.
St.
You're
Michaels
gonna-
is not back with the plague? Look how him and BOW is working together against his friend.
Look at
Brilliant!
that.
Brilliant!
Oh my God.
Brilliant! Yes! Down goes the Priest man!
Wow.
Yeah!
I do not know what to think
Whoa!
about. I don't know how to take this. I do
This
not know how to
is
take this right now.
interesting.
And
Now the numbers are really against Rion and probably against MPR too.
And
at
I
this
thought
point.
I was upset at the end of Batman and Superman. Feel like I just
think
got a dagger
that
in
the
my
plague
chest.
has added some firepower here.
Wow.
Whoa! Did not expect this.
Oh no!
Bye
Banks
bye,
is gone.
Mr. Banks, and
Mr.
MPR
Banks is
is
gone.
an afterthought. They are gone.
Mr. Banks is gone. I
It
lose.
is lucked out. It is now a simple bet. Machine again pounding on BOW. I guess he wants to be the sole monster
So,
that rules
I
this
bet.
ring.
Let's
so
take,
much for
let's
the
take, let's
4-on-1
take count
attack.
in the ring right now. You have Fall Out Ace Bradley, you have the Machine, you have BOW, Christopher St. Michaels, and in a world of trouble, Rion Skills.
And Machine and BOW
Machine
have
off
been
the
involved
ropes.
in multiple
High
matches in the
knee
past,
to
including a triple
BOW.
threat. that
Jared
Kenny
Priest got
Courageous won.
screwed by his former partner, and that makes me angry.
I am very speechless on that, Steve. I'm very speechless.
Justice needs to be done, and I don't mean Jones.
Little by little.
I'm glad you don't mean Jones. I was backstage in the back watching that man debut and just massive talent in Justice Jones.
8 men eliminated in a row. I have never seen anything like it.
That is a record here at CTW.
What
Wait a
we're
minute, what do
seeing
you got
here
going here?
is the
Wait,
end
who's
of
that? Who's that? Oh,
Oh,
my God!
whoa,
It's
what
Gabe
the
Juarez!
heck is
It's
that?
Gabe Juarez!
Is it?
I think
can't
it's
even tell.
Gabe.
He's got a hood on. Is that Gabe the Brave
That
Juarez?
had to be Gabe.
That was Gabe!
That had to be Gabe.
That was Gabe Juarez!
He's
Steve Ken-
cool.
How can he get away with that? He just blinded the dude.
He's cooling him off based off of that fireball he gave him at Destiny.
We can't see anything. We've got clouds of white poofy smoke all over the place. We've
Well,
got dandruff flying
it
all over
looked
the
as
place.
if Ace Bradley was going for that fireball on Rion, and we had Gabe the Brave put out the fire.
You know what?
and
I
Ace
think you
Bradley.
used too much talcum powder down below, if you know what I'm saying, and now it's sprinkled itself all over this ring.
Ace Bradley
That's
has
what
no
I think.
idea where he is in that ring. He is completely blind.
Oh, the spear by the Machine! Yeah! Get rid of that Rion. The real deal is going to be the last deal right here.
He folded Rion and Skills in half with that spear, did the Machine.
Gabe Juarez getting a measure of revengeance against Ace Bradley.
Wait a minute.
And
Now
he's
it's
up.
Machine
And
tossing
he's out.
Ace Bradley out of the
Fall
ring.
out. Ace Bradley eliminated by the Machine.
So much for that 4-on-1
then
situation.
there were 3.
Wow, it's every man for
4
themselves.
actually, Steve.
I'm sorry. I got a bad vantage point. The referee's
Machine.
blocking my sight line.
Machine has no other allies in this match apparently, but does Christopher St. Michael still have ties with BOW at this point?
They have to have ties. It looks that way. But I am very concerned for Rion Skills at the moment. You have 2 monsters and 1 traitor in the ring.
One of the most competitive
Ace Bradley
main events
has no
that I can
idea
ever
where he
recall.
is.
Big crushing slam.
Ace Bradley is blind.
By Machine to BOW as he elevates and hits the back splash.
Sent on by Machine onto BOW. The 2 monsters going at it while St. Michael's goes to work on Rion Skills. These are your final 4. One of these guys is going to walk out as the #1 contender to the CTW Heavyweight Champion.
I hate to say this, guys. I hate to say this. I'm not a fan of Machine, but I believe he may win this match here tonight.
He had the best draw, okay? He had the best draw. BOW's the one sucking wind. He's been in there probably longer than any of the other guys. Rion's, Christopher St. Michael all together. BOW is in a tough spot here.
My count is about 20 minutes that BOW has been in this match
That's
thus
a
far.
long period of time.
Oh, and a big
How
spear.
many spears can Rion absorb before we have to take him and flip him over with a spatula and
I'll tell you
cook
what.
him on the other side?
Say what you want to say. Rion Skills has no quit in him whatsoever.
His Skills is spilling too.
He's not going to leave.
I can tell you where your head is. You'd rather be drinking and eating instead of doing what you're doing right now because your head is not in the right place.
You are a fool. Meanwhile, back in the ring, a
Good
match
job,
is
Steve
happening.
Aaron.
Yeah, well, you're aloof. That's your problem. If you had your head screwed on right, you'd see that this is Machine's match to win right now, and Rion is just lucky to be hanging in there.
It's like you go out of your way to be moronic. It is. It really is. Meanwhile, Rion Skills taking shot after shot.
It doesn't take much when I'm working with somebody like
now
you.
Look at BOW and Christopher St. Michael over there.
They are biding their time.
No! No!
Oh! The machine is gone!
Shoot.
The machine is gone!
That.
Rion eliminates the machine!
I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting a comeback from Rion, but he just eliminated Machine.
There is no quit in Rion Skills. He does not know the meaning of the word. The Dominion has destroyed him, the Plague has destroyed him, and he comes back for more each and every time.
Well, Rion Skills was my pick to win this thing.
You are the only man with a horse in the race.
Yes.
I don't believe
St. Michael's being used as a weapon by BOW.
That is the Plague at their best. It is official now. Christopher St. Michael's has returned home to the Plague.
Oh, the bad blood is building, and it has gotten to that point where I think it's reaching its plateau or its peak.
What do we
We're
have going
going
on
to be
over
reaching a
here?
climax any second now, and there's a toe-to-toe situation that's about to unravel between 2 individuals who have a past, and if I do recognize that individual, it's a former tag team partner of his, but that's a totally different story. If those fans bought tickets and want to heckle, that's their deal.
Anyway,
but in the ring, it's Christopher St. Michael paintbrushing Rion Skills yet again.
It's 2-on-1 here. Rion is in deep, deep trouble.
Christopher St. Michael's, BOW, Rion Skills in the ring right now.
You were robbed, Machine. You should have won this whole thing. I know it. Machine is still getting lost
St.
going
Michael's
into the
off
crowd.
the ropes. Charges in, but Rion
St. Michael's is eliminated. St. Michael's is eliminated.
Whoa.
And now it is down to 2. Rion Skills, BOW for all the tea in China.
And incidentally, BOW was one of the last 2 men in the Destiny 10-man tag team match. And if it wasn't for Carlito, Rion Skills...
And the crowd comes to their feet to chant Rion. They want to see Rion do the job and get the ticket.
I believe Rion can get the job done tonight. Rion is going to win this thing. He has to win this thing because if he doesn't, it will be a second time. It will be the second time that a Plague member wins the Lucked Out match, and that's something we don't want to see.
Well, last time in Lucked Out 1 year ago, the winner won the championship. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
You're absolutely right.
And if with this victory, with whomever wins this match, they get the opportunity to challenge for the championship whenever they want, wherever they want, at any CTW event, right?
Whenever, at any time.
That's the first time
they
you've
win
been
the
right
golden
tonight.
ticket. With the golden ticket, they can cash it in at any time.
BOW
slam.
about to go up to a higher altitude, it looks
Now,
like.
I don't know why he's taking a chance and climbing the ropes, because if he falls off from this trajectory, he could potentially be eliminated, and his chances of winning that ticket are going to disappear in front of our eyes.
BOW
What's
setting
he waiting
up on
for?
the top rope for something, going for something big here.
BOW is going to fly. I can sense it from here. He's on the top rope. Here it
he
is.
goes.
Well, flying double axe handle. And
And he
Rion
got-
has already absorbed 2 spears, and I don't think he can handle any of this abuse
There is
any
no
longer.
quit in Rion's skills. He will find it if it's there, and he will use it. BOW better be on his game.
Well, we've seen Rion's skills come back from many a beating and come out with the win. He might do that here tonight against the massive BOW.
Plague has their last hope. Rion, the last chance for Windy City AC to get some measure of revenge against the Plague.
Where
which
is
are
Rion
in-
getting this energy? He drops it right on his
All
skull.
right, come on, Rion. You can do this.
DDT.
Come on, Rion.
That's a heck of a
Let's go.
combination.
Let's get behind Rion.
The crowd is into it. They are chanting Rion. They want to see Rion's skills do it.
The problem is BOW, I thought, had the endurance. I thought had the power. I thought he had the killer instinct, and he showed me at the end of Destiny that he didn't have what
And
it
that's
took.
what the problem is with you, sir. You don't realize the most
Oh.
powerful tool is heart.
Exactly. We're
Well,
seeing
that
a low blow.
that low blow can destroy anybody's heart.
I agree
from
with
a
you.
different angle.
I don't agree with you much, Ken, but I do agree with you on that one.
Yeah, you better agree with me, because I need help, man. I need help.
BOW
You got to feed my
and
12
Rion's
kids.
skills, showing people how it's done at Crash Tested Wrestling.
My 12
Lucked Out, the
kids.
Battle Royal. Lucked Out,
BOW has
the
him
Rumble.
up.
There we go. That might be
Come on,
it.
Rion.
That could be it.
Spinning, twisting,
But
Uranagi
see-
suplex slam, and BOW has
The thing is,
mustered up the power of the demons from the past that have unraveled, and they are now all coming loose to fruition right here.
see, the thing is, Rion still has to be thrown over the top rope. This is not just a regular pinfall match.
Rion is out on his feet.
No, no, no.
Rion.
Yeah,
That's it.
there you
That's
go.
it.
There you go.
Rion's skills
BOW
has
This is-
been
oh.
eliminated.
Nice.
The
Very
winner.
nice. That's a man who deserves it. He fought it tooth and nail for over half of this match to prove that he deserves to be the next upcoming challenger for the CTW World Heavyweight Championship. He didn't have to worry about Braun the Lumberjack tonight. He didn't have to worry about all the Windy City AC supporters joining in unity and then trying to gang tackle him. No, BOW did this. And he had a little smidgen of help from Christopher St. Michael, but for the most part, he had to weather a storm. He battled this match correctly. He bought his time, he picked his spots, and Brutus Owen Wesker is the Lucked Out winner. And Kenny Courageous, be afraid, be scared, be frightened, and you should not sleep at night knowing that this man is next on your hit list at any time, any place, anywhere when CTW is in your town.
BOW entered the match at 14 and took it all the way through the end, eliminating many men and showing you why he is the biggest monster in the business today. BOW has a chance to fight for the title anywhere, anytime he wants to. And that is a dangerous combination.
I am thoroughly impressed by this big man. He has weathered storms in the past. He has battled adversity. What he promised was a revolution. He promised that there would be different things on the horizon for the Plague. And whether he has had issues in the past with and against other members of the Plague, Ace Bradley and Christopher St. Michael, that is all up to speculation. We can all talk about it till the cows come home. But the truth is, when you see that a man as dominant as Brutus Owen Wesker can outlast and outstand over 20 individuals in a multiple-man match like this, you cannot deny the strengths that this man possesses. This man is unstoppable. He is invincible. He could be the next CTW World Heavyweight Champion. It is just a matter of time before we see exactly where and when he decides to exercise that opportunity. Can't be
BOW
tonight.
put on a display tonight for the ages, and he has his shot whenever, wherever he wants it.
You are the man. No doubt about it. You earned that victory. You did it the right way. You did it the right way. You had to win the match. Yeah, I'm glad that you got into his face. You should tell Nick,
My God.
You should tell Nick Monster over here
He
the same
almost
thing.
ate my face. Jeez Louise.
Nick, you did a great job tonight. I really like working with you. You got a lot of talent, man. I see potential for you in the future.
Anyway,
look,
Lucked Out has lived up to the billing. Lucked Out put it all on the line.
Yeah, how
Kenny
did you become a
Courageous
tag team
defense.
champion? You're stealing championships all of a sudden, too? What are you doing?
Mr. Banks, trust me.
Yeah, he trusts you.
Listen
with
to
his
Jamie.
glowing
Shut your
shoes.
mouth.
Do you realize Rion is still on the floor? He doesn't know what planet he's on. Yeah, I know you're going to be first in line to get that pizza.
I just might be.
You sure will. I can hear your tummy rumbling through the headsets.
No, those are the monsters in your head.
Yeah, Cotton Candy Head just called it. You know, Jamie Olsen did a wonderful job tonight. I give her all the credit in the world, and you know, she has improved in her craft. But let's talk about Rion's skills. The fight, the determination of this man to try to endure the masses, the multi-man attacks. He did what he could. I mean, look, the fact that he's able to walk out of this on his own feet, this is impressive.
Come on, Rion.
Give this man
Rion,
some credit.
you walk on
Give
by,
this
my
man
brother.
Some credit. I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Rion's skills is all heart.
He fought hard.
That is how you do it, people.
He really fought hard. Hey, you tried too, Mike. You know, you tried to referee. I think you did a good job when you refed one match tonight.
Idiot savant right here to my right. Nick Swink farther to my right. And we have had a great
It's
time
not my
here.
fault that the donkey is smarter than you.
Indeed.
This guy right here, this guy's got a future. Nick Swinky the Twinkie. This guy is the man you got to look up online. You got to look him up online. This guy has talent. He's got skill.
Host of that wrestling show.
And this guy's
on
going
Sports Town
and this guy's going to be in eating competitions anytime soon in your neck of the woods. Wait till you see what he can do within a matter of minutes. He'll eat you out of house and home. Lucked Out was a success, and you know why it was a success? Because of that Lucked Out Gauntlet Royale, the most unpredictable 30-man match in the history of this company. When you talk about all the bodies that were coming in 60-second intervals, the match got more exciting as the night went on. And although I was of the opinion that the Machine was going to win this whole thing, it didn't pan out at the end. BOW, the man that I had the privilege to try to encourage and to mold and manifest, was the man that was successful on this occasion.
You know what I learned tonight?
What did you learn tonight? Please explain. Because I have 12 kids, and I got to feed my 12 kids. Come on, you have to understand that.
You need to get real familiar with the link card, my friend, because you're never coming back to my announce table.
Oh, you know this for a fact?
My announce table.
You know this for a fact. Well, you know what? It's people like you that give people like me a bad name. And you know what? Crash Tested Wrestling was a success because I was sitting here. Not because of these two, because of me.
Boy, if I had known that was all it was going to take, I'd have done that 3 hours ago. Nick Swink, your impressions of this match?
You know, Rion Skills was my pick to go all the way. He
You were
almost
right.
won it, but BOW proving his dominance in this matchup. Started in at number 14, eliminated several men en route to the victory, and now Kenny Courageous, he is going to have a tough task ahead of him. He's going to have to face that monster BOW, and he gets a title shot anytime, any place, anywhere.
And if you want to see us again, here it is, Aftermath. That's the next event, April 23rd. You have got Aaron Xavier, Justice Jones, and Mr. Banks, Money, Power, Respect, against Smash and Flash with Willie DeBomb. That's a match on the card. You also have Mickey James in the house going up against none other than the Queen of Mean, Renee Von Peebles. That is something to look forward to. And right now, as we close down here, as we close out Lucked Out, don't forget to join us at Durbin's in Tinley Park for the after show. $20, all the pizza and beer and pop you can handle. Come out and rub elbows with the crash-tested superstars. The Swink and I will be there. You should be there too. On behalf of myself, Steve Aaron, Nick Swink, a fool that is Steve Kenton, Windy City AC, Mr. Moody, and the lovely and talented Moxie Molly. We will see you next month at Aftermath. Lucked Out signing out. We'll see you next time.